Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. Holy shit, we have a lot to talk about. A lot has happened, and it's all very good news today. Today has been a massive win across the board for so many different reasons. I am so damn excited. There is so much to talk about. There's so much to get into. And I cannot wait to share it with all of you. Holy crap. And Barack has just dropped 20 gifted memberships to get the party started. And not to be outdone, Doug B over on Rumble dropped a 50 and says, let's get ready to rumble. Woo! We are fired up tonight. Yes, F5s in the chat for Brock, for Doug B, dropping those 50s. Let's go. And man, oh man, what a day. What a day it has been. The January 6th tapes have been released from the new Speaker of the House. And look, man, there was a lot of criticisms around, Speaker Johnson. But listen, man, dude is doing really good work. And there's a lot to unpack with all of this, and we're going to get into all of that. But like I said, this has just been a crazy day. The tide is turning, ladies and gentlemen. I want this chat on Rumble and on YouTube to get hyped, because there is a lot to be excited about today. A lot to be excited about. The tide is turning. I can feel it. It's there. It cannot be stopped. All right. The Trump train cannot be stopped. It's not going to happen. It's only going to get better from here. This thing is crazy, dude. This thing is crazy. And Let me just show you right here. Like this right here. This is something that it's undeniable. It's undeniable, the movement that is happening, the energy that's happening right here.
When he walked out of Madison Square Garden, it was fucking bananas. Really? It was, the whole place was cheering.
So he's saying, this is Joe Rogan talking about it, and Joe Rogan obviously was there. Joe Rogan is a very, very seasoned UFC MMA fan. He's been to these events. He's been to the biggest events out there. He's seen the electricity. He's seen everything. And listen to how he's talking about this.
He walks out to Kid Rock's American Badass with Kid Rock and Tucker Carlson walking in like the right-wing Avengers.
The right-wing Avengers. I have never heard a more perfect description of what we just saw with Trump and Tucker and Kid Rock walking out there. The right-wing Avengers.
And the place went nuts. I'm telling you, the fucking cheers of the crowd were nuts. I mean, it was overwhelmingly in support of him, and it lasted a long time.
Overwhelming. He said it was overwhelming, and it lasted a long time because Donald Trump is the most popular person, not just in the USA. He is the most popular person in the entire world.
I mean, it was a roll. I mean, you had to hear what the crowd sounded like before he walked in, and then he did. I mean, it was just overwhelming cheers for like over a minute.
Overwhelming cheers for over a minute. And he said you just had to hear what it sounded like in the arena before Trump walked out and then after Trump walked out.
I mean, just imagine a minute of people screaming at the top of their lungs.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. I love it so much. Doug B just dropped a proper 199 over on Rumble. A big old red MAGA 199 and says Donald J. Trump is the right-wing Avenger. You're damn right he is. Whew. Doug B, you know, YouTube smacked Rumble around last CobraCast. Now, Doug B wasn't here, but YouTube smacked Rumble around a little bit on that last CobraCast. Came back with a vengeance because you had back-to-back wins from Rumble, and then YouTube came back and was like, no. And so now we've got a hell of a battle brewing tonight, it would appear. Torben dropped 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Orko the Great for $25 and says nothing. Orko the Great, we are Alpha Core. Yes, and Alpha Core is doing fantastic. Things like 15K from 1 milli. That's right. Guava Ball. Just a reminder, the Texas Rangers are not just World Series champs, but the only team not to host a Pride Night. But if you need to support a gay team in Texas, you can always root for the Astros. Hail the 199. Holy crap. Hail the 199. That was a good one right there. I can appreciate that. Doug B just dropped another 199 over on Rumble. I got to pull the Rumble chat up, ladies and gentlemen. We got to pull the fucking Rumble chat up. Doug B demands it. Doug B has dropped 2 199s over there and says, bring it, drops the gauntlet. Holy shit. Woo! Doug. Holy crap. Doug ain't messing around tonight. I was on with the quartering. Shout out to the quartering. We had a great stream. We were on YouTube and then we were on Rumble, and then he, obviously shut down the YouTube stream and we continue to talk on Rumble. Really appreciate the quartering. It was great being on with him. So yeah, man, that was really cool. So, an honor to be on with the quartering, an honor. Let's see. Electrify for $10 says, long time listener, first time caller. You are one of the few open MAGA supporters who are big on YouTube. I donate on Rumble for the extra 30%, but my phone app won't let me. Keep carrying on. Never apologize. I will take your money wherever the hell you want to give me your money. I do not care one way or the other. The people support this channel, and like the Doug B's of the world and everybody else that supports on Rumble, you guys are making a huge difference over there. Obviously, it doesn't work for everybody with the apps and different updates and things like that. But I have gotten to where I'm at because of YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have the following I have and the infrastructure they have built. I've been very happy with the platform. I love what Rumble is doing. I think Rumble is fantastic. As far as me being an openly MAGA supporter, which again, I heard Gavin McGinnis talked about this a long time ago when he was on Rebel Media or Rebel News or whatever it was, but he basically talked about how like being a Trump supporter is like the new gay in terms of like you can't talk about it and people have to hide in the shadows. And that's really what it used to be like for a long time. I do feel like the tide is turning, but there are still way too many people out there that are just scared to just show their support for Donald Trump. There's way too many people that are they're just scared. And I think it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. Support this man. He's the greatest president of our lifetime. He's the greatest man to ever run for office. He's just been amazing for this country. He loves this country. He's willing to put his fame and his fortune and his legacy on the line for this country. And least we can do is support him and not apologize for it. Not one bit. And the reason that I talk so much about Trump, I mean, obviously I'm a fan of Trump and I support Trump, but it's because people don't like when I talk about Trump, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. The more you cry about me supporting Trump, the more I'm going to talk about Trump, period. Right now, this is the most important discussion to be had. Our country is falling apart in every way possible. And I find this to be the most important thing we can talk about right now. And Trump is the only man that can get the job done. He's the only man that can do it. And I'll continue to do it, and I will not back down. There ain't no blue-haired Landwell weirdo or some soy boy, some latte-drinking soy boy on Twitter that's going to stop me from talking about Donald J. Trump and MAGA at all. It ain't happening. And so your tears are delicious. I enjoy them. But at no point in time will I ever apologize. Not even close. Not even close. Doug B for 20 says, I just watched you on the quartering. Great collab for $20. Thank you, Doug B. Appreciate that. I saw earlier on Rumble, B. Barrett says, I'm from Colorado, and I heard the other day that they were trying to remove Trump from the ballot. I'm so glad I saw the title of this video, MAGA 2024, Hail the 199 and Go Team Rumble. Absolutely. And we need to talk about that. That's a huge dub right there for Trump. Electrify says, MAGA is us. We are MAGA. When Trump leaves office in 2028 and we have a colony to the moon, the movement will continue. Hell yes. Let's go. So right here, yeah, this is big. This is a huge W right here. And it's not like I expected it. Laura Loomer says, breaking Trump victory in Colorado. The lawsuit in Colorado that was filed by the Soros-funded group Crew to remove President Trump from the ballot in Colorado was just defeated. Trump will be on the 2024 ballot in Colorado. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. You're not going to defeat MAGA. It's not happening. So just continue to cry your tears. But this was a huge win right here. Like, this was big because this was what they were going for. They were 1,000% going for this. This was their angle right here. And the release of the January 6th tapes has been huge. I mean, monumental, dude. Alan Tanassi, who dropped a 20 before we even got started today. Alan Tanassi, let's get his 20. He says, let's see. The A6 footage is out. J6 footage, what you meant to say. And you can't see me there. Thank God, because I wasn't there, but I can't confirm. All hail the 199. Alan coming in early. And Alan with a 50 says, here's a 50 to shout out the J6 political prisoners. We should never forget about them. Pray for them. 1,000%. 1,000%. And now that the tapes are out, free Owen Schroyer right fucking now. Free Owen Schroyer right now. And there's several people that need to be freed right now. No questions asked. I mean, this is just nonsense. It truly is nonsense. So, like, look at this right here. This is a clip of some of the J6 footage right here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, watch. Are we watching this? Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is your insurrection. This is your insurrection. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is your insurrection, ladies and gentlemen. Worse than 9/11, everybody. Worse than 9/11. Worse than Pearl Harbor. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? Look at this is your insurrection. This looks like a fucking school tour. That's what this looks like. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Bo, just wait. There's more. There's a lot more right here. Donald Trump, congratulations to the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, for having the courage and the fortitude to release all the J6 tapes, which will explicitly reveal that what really happened on January 6th. Boom. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, this is absolutely beautiful to witness this. Matt Gaetz deserves a ton of credit for what we are seeing right now. Matt Gaetz deserves a ton of credit. And honestly, if you would have told me 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever, if you would have told me that I was considering Matt Gaetz, or that we should consider Matt Gaetz for vice president and then maybe to take over for Trump in 2028, I would have said no. I am much more comfortable with that scenario now. Matt Gaetz has been incredible and well ahead of the curve. I think Matt Gaetz has a bright, bright future, and he could be one of these guys that carries on the MAGA Trump legacy moving forward. That could happen. So again, like I said, I wasn't a fan of that at first, but I'm starting to warm up. Warren Smith is in the chat, everybody. Show Warren Smith some love. He says he can't stay, but make sure you make him feel welcome and tell him hello. What's up, Warren Smith? We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. Doug B dropped the 199 super sticker over here on YouTube. Dougie B, the man. Dracon says, did you see WWE legend Kane is MAGA? Absolutely. Hell yes. Glenn Jacobs, baby. Hayden Wayne. I'm sorry. I was busy buying a new refrigerator and unpacking after a move. I missed a ton. I need more of this J6 footage. I need to know all the things happening because of this. Is it all the footage that has been released? Yes. Yes. All the footage has been dropped. All of it. As a matter of fact, I've got, hang on, let me see where my bookmarks went. Let me see. Benny Johnson put it out. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Give me a minute. So right here, Benny Johnson's got a tweet right here. The J6 tapes have been released to the American public by Speaker Mike Johnson. You can view them right here. And it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. Every day we get more and more closer to the truth on so many different scenarios. It ain't just J6th. It ain't just the 2020 election. It ain't just COVID. It ain't just George Floyd. But we all know that everything that they've been spewing, has been straight up lies and misinformation over and over and over again. And it's only getting better and better. So right here, it's just more and more is happening. Was this right here? We got leading report tweeted this one out. I believe this was a couple days ago, but it says the Georgia case against President Trump appears to be falling apart as Fulton County DA Fani Willis believes the trial will extend beyond the 2024 election. Everything that they are doing is collapsing right before our very eyes. All of their bullshit is collapsing, every single bit of it. And they can't figure, people have to go to jail for this. People have to be locked up for this. This is not like, and then you have people, Rob Reiner, who has one of the worst cases of TDS, is melting down. If you vote for anyone but Joe Biden, you are voting to destroy American democracy. He is getting obliterated right now. And I'm pretty sure this has to do with Michael Rappaport and a few others that are finally mentally breaking down. Because as you saw, I made a video on this, but Michael Rappaport basically went on a rant saying that he was going to vote for Trump over Biden. I don't buy the authenticity there at all. I think that he is such an NPC to all of this that I don't actually think that he believes that. I think that he is part of the machine that the information that gets fed to people like him, these nut job left-wing people on social media that are actors. My stance on it is that Gavin Newsom is being positioned to become the Democratic nominee. That is my stance on it right there. Before we get to that, Dom freaking H just dropped 20 gifted memberships. Let's go. Holy crap, guys. 20 gifted memberships. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Dom. And yes, so I don't buy any of this. We could go all the way to the damn Democratic, their convention, and they could insert Gavin Newsom right then and there. Like, what I think we're going to see, they want to see how Gavin Newsom fares against Ron DeSantis in 2 weeks now? 2 weeks? And the fact that Ron DeSantis is even entertaining a debate with Gavin Newsom shows that Ron DeSantis is just as much part of the system as anybody else. He is 1,000% part of the establishment. And it's just not even a question. It's not even a question. He is part of the establishment. And he kind of always has been. He just fooled a lot of people. He fooled a lot of people, and I get that. He fooled me for a long time. I thought that he was genuine. I thought that Ron DeSantis was positioning himself to become the leader of the Republican Party after Donald Trump. And the reality of it is that was never going to be the case. Not even close. I'm trying to find this one thing I wanted to show you guys really quick on that note. Let's see. Yeah, right here. This is so funny. This is where we're at right here. Watch this clip.
Who have a little bit of time to frankly get involved. We want to ask people who they want to be the next president of the United States, of the people who are possibilities, okay, who are out there, possibilities. Raise your hands if you're for Donald Trump.
Very, very good. There's a few people who aren't in the front.
Few holdouts. You're not 100%. DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis. Oh.
There's a clap.
Two hands and a clap. Okay. Joseph Biden.
Oh, come on.
Not even a wheeze.
How about Nikki Haley? Yes. A lot of people are looking at Nikki Haley now. How about Nikki Haley?
Show of hands. Nikki Haley.
There's half a hand who have.
Donald Trump got like 98% of that fucking room. Donald Trump got like 98% of that room. Like, DeSantis got 2 hands. Nikki Haley got maybe someone halfway. Joe Biden got none. And the entire fucking room supports Donald Trump. Anywhere you turn, man, there's no comparison here. It's Trump. It's Trump. He's the most popular person, and it's not even close. But yeah, that was funny when we saw that. That was really, really funny. And I was 100% okay with that one. Let's see right here. Just so we can get a little more context here on this. So right here. All right, let's read this article. Chris Stallings just dropped. Not only did he drop 10 gifted memberships, all right, he also dropped a 50 and says, Trump 2024, let freedom ring. Hell yes. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Speaker Mike Johnson releases January 6th security footage. Let's see. Johnson got to Twitter, okay? He went to Twitter, shared a link to a House website containing 5 pages of videos with roughly 20 videos per page. And there is the tweet right there. Follow the link to view the January 6th tapes for yourself. To restore America's trust and faith in the government, we must have transparency. This is another step towards keeping the promises I made when I was elected to be your speaker. Now, as I said, okay, as I've said, and Hayden Wayne just dropped 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Hayden. Doug B dropped another 20 over on Rumble. You guys are crazy tonight, man. Holy crap. You guys are fired up. But what is I just have one clear definitive line in how I judge the people that I support in the political arena. Do you back Trump or not? I don't really care about anything else. Do you back Trump publicly and clearly and concisely? No fence riding bullshit. Do you clearly back him? And Mike Johnson has clearly backed Trump. You can bring all the other questions into it. I've criticized him for other things. He's had a lot of cringy things that we've, uncovered from the past or whatever, but he backs Trump and backs him clearly and concisely. There's no question about it. So he's good in my book. And what he did today will go a long way. So with this guy as Speaker of the House, now we're heading to the 2024 election. Trump has mega momentum right now. Things are looking up, but don't get complacent. Don't even think about getting complacent because Lord knows we got a hell of a fight ahead of us, a hell of a fight. And then right there, just kind of recapping everything that he says. And this just shows you how bad McCarthy was. Like McCarthy was so bad. McCarthy was awful. And there's 2 people outside of obviously Mike Johnson gets credit for this, but there's 2 people that I think really deserve to get a lot of recognition. Matt Gaetz, okay? Clearly Matt Gaetz, but the other person, because this is a layered situation, and I have talked about this, and I know I get some criticism from people that follow me sometimes, and I totally understand that, and I respect your criticisms. Elon Musk. All right. If Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, there's no way we would see all the J6 footage being shared like we are seeing. That can't go unnoticed. All the left-wing lies are all being exposed now. If Elon Musk did not buy Twitter, you would not be seeing this. Now, that's not to say that me and like individuals we wouldn't be, because we all follow, we know where to go. But the normies out there are the ones that are seeing this now. The normies are the ones that are seeing it. That's what I'm talking about. It wouldn't be spread as far and wide as it is right now. And that is the important aspect of this. Elon Musk, I made this comment a while back when I was talking about him. And again, people really, really gave me hell for it, which again, this is the internet, and everybody's welcome to say whatever they want. But I said Elon Musk, when he purchased Twitter, he may have helped save this country. Like, he may be this may be a crucial element to saving this country moving forward, because Twitter, while Twitter is not the biggest social media platform, because it's not even close. It's not even nowhere near Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. But it has the pulse of the culture. It has the pulse, and that's where people go to talk and share their opinions, not to share family pictures, not to share vacation photos. Instagram and Facebook is for all that family, friends, and colleagues bullshit. Twitter's the fucking Thunderdome, baby. You go there to talk shit, to debate, to roast people, to give your opinions, to laugh at memes. Like, Twitter's the Thunderdome, baby. And it's absolutely, without his purchase of it, we're looking at a whole different ball game, man. So I am absolutely thankful for Elon Musk and what he's done on Twitter. I have my criticisms of Twitter. Absolutely, I do. But it's a much better place. Could you imagine right now, with the way Twitter was run before Elon purchased it, with Jack Dorsey and the vagina chick? Could you imagine, like, if all this was out there, they'd be flagging your accounts down. People would be getting banned. It would be crazy. That's what would be happening right now. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy from that perspective. I'm really happy. And, we should definitely keep that in mind. Again, if you're just tuning in, because I know we've got people that are rolling in here. Trump got a huge win today in Colorado. Right here, breaking: Trump wins Colorado case as judge orders insurrection clause cannot keep him off the ballot. So Trump will not be stopped. It will not happen. You can try, they can cry, they can whine, they can kind of say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, it won't matter. Now, there are people that are crying about it. There are people that are crying. You have this article right here from the Daily Beast. Trump can appear on Colorado's primary ballot despite his having engaged in an insurrection for his role in January 6, 2021, a judge ruled Friday. That is a fucking lie. You are lying. And I responded, and I was like, your tears are delicious. Bring back the boss, baby. Bring back the boss. So yeah, that's just nonsense right there. It's absolute nonsense. And they're getting ratioed to hell. I mean, the Daily Beast has 1.3 million followers. This post has 20 likes. This post has my tweet has more likes. My tweet has 59 likes. They have 1.3 million followers. It's insane, dude. And again, if you're just tuning in, because I know some people just came in just a little while ago. So if you're just tuning in, we do have this right here, and I'm going to show it again because it's just glorious. This clip right here from Joe Rogan talking about Donald Trump's appearance at UFC 295.
When he walked out of Madison Square Garden, it was fucking banana, really.
And the question I have for this is, Joe Rogan seeing this firsthand. He's seen this multiple times now. You're seeing that Donald Trump has the pulse of America, and the people that you are most intertwined with, Joe, and yet Joe won't bring him on his show.
It was, the whole place was cheering. He walks out to Kid Rock's American Badass with Kid Rock and Tucker Carlson, walking in like the right-wing Avengers. And
the right-wing Avengers. I'm telling you, man, Trump is a marketing genius, okay? If Tucker ends up being his VP, and I don't know if that's the case, if I'm betting, man, I don't think Tucker will be his VP, but I absolutely hope that Tucker is his VP. But if he gets a rock star like a Tucker or a Matt Gaetz or somebody like that, Trump should totally run with the right-wing Avengers, man. He absolutely should run with that. We're the right-wing Avengers. We are touring America, and we're going to save America.
The place went nuts. I'm telling you, the fucking cheers of the crowd were nuts. I mean, it was overwhelmingly in support of him, and it lasted a long time. I mean, it was a roll.
And you also got you got to give Dana White a ton of respect for making something like this happen and not backing down. There's a lot of badass dudes out there that won't bend to the nonsense.
I mean, you had to hear what the crowd sounded like before he walked in, and then he did. I mean, it was just overwhelming cheers for like over a minute. I mean, just imagine a minute of people screaming at the top of their lungs.
He literally is Iron Man, dude. Trump is actually Iron Man. He really is, dude. It's incredible. It really is. Cerberus dropped 20 gifted memberships. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? Doug B says, YouTube chat, you want to come to Rumble. You want to come to Rumble. You want to do it now. Man, you guys are the best. I swear. I love you guys so much. TJ Ray over on Rumble says, I'm sick of hearing people say, I just don't like Trump. Fuck that. I don't give a shit what you like. Fuck your feelings. We need to save our country, and there's only one answer: Trump and MAGA. Period. Absolutely. 100%. No doubt about it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Doug B for 20 says, little known fact, the sanctimonious turned to a political career only after a third time he was turned down for Bozo the Clown. Thank you. Nagranol for 5. Have you seen Mark Dice's recent videos on Candace Owens versus Ben Shapiro? I know you can't talk about it on YouTube. Perhaps Rumble exclusive stream to cover the spicy stuff and boost the numbers here. I have seen all of that. I absolutely have seen all of that. And I love Mark Dice, and Mark Dice has really broke that down. As a matter of fact, on that note, for what we have on this Candace Owens story, we've had some interesting developments with that. And I credit where credit's due. Credit where credit's due. So right now, and Drunk 3PO is in my chat, ladies and gentlemen. Drunk 3PO dropped a big old gifted membership. Look at there, man. Look at there. How lucky am I? How lucky am I? Oh, man. Yeah, you know what, TJ? I don't fucking understand how Rumble system works. I really don't. Why do two different Rumble accounts show up for D-Day Cobra? One with almost 6,000 followers and the other with 2,000 or 2,700. They're otherwise identical. Glitch? No, it's like it's some kind of way that their system's made, and I don't understand it. It drives me fucking crazy. And I think that the one with 6,000 followers is the one Quartering sent everybody to today. So most of those people don't even know my Rumble stream exists. It's like they have like this main account and then they have like the sub account. It's so fucking annoying. It's like I don't know. The same thing with Geeks and Gamers. It's the same thing with G&G. And I wish they just had one. I wish they just had one. It's annoying. Like even the Quartering accidentally had his stream set up on his user account or whatever instead of his main account. I don't know why they do that. Let me see. Static says one is the user, the other is the channel. You can hide your user from search. Okay. Canwolf says D-Day Cobra, one is your user account equals master account that controls sub accounts. Yeah, it's just confusing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Quartering sent everyone to the one that's got 6,000 followers and not the one that I stream on, that's my main account. So I will figure it out. I mean, I do have connections with Rumble, so I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. Bill Dozer, we could give the ones who don't like Trump the cough medicine analogy. You may not like the medicine, but you need it, and it will make you feel better, damn it. Hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. There's some people you're never going to convince, and that's just their own damn fault. Alan tonight says Trump's charm is so contagious. Let's see. Vaccines have been created for it. Years ago, he built a city out of blocks. Today, 600,000 people work there. He is the most interesting man in the world. He really is the most interesting man in the world. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. Doug B says, Jay, what's up, man? Not in Rumble chat? What the hell? Yeah, keep him in check. Keep him in check, Dougie B. Keep him in check. He needs to be. He needs to be. But let's get back to this point at hand. Candace Owens, Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro, all of that. A lot of drama happened over the last few days. This has been a huge talking point. I wish I would have made a video, but regardless of that, basically, Candace Owens has had some opinions over the Israel-Palestine situation, and she shared some of those opinions. And generally speaking, without going into specifics on it, I agree with her overall takes on things. Again, I'm not going to get overly invested in foreign wars. I feel like there's too many people that are, dude, it's so weird, man. Like, I saw people, a few people, not many, but there were a few people at the Trump rally, and they basically had like they had like these Israeli flags that they were draping over them, you know, and I'm just like, it's like they treat it like it's a sports team or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not really what's like. I don't understand showing up to a Trump rally and it reminded me of the same people that have the, you know, the Ukraine flags in their bio. Like, okay, if you're even from there, I still don't understand the point of like showing up, and like, it's just kind of strange. You know what I mean? So whatever. My point being is that I'm watching this country fall apart right before my very eyes. And Marlon Sebo says, how do you gift on mobile? Depends on what your mobile device is. I'm sure the chat can help you out with that. But I think it was Marlon that was asked. Somebody was asking, how do you gift on mobile? And then Torben get the 5 more. What? Boy, you guys are crazy. But anyway, back to the point at hand about Candace basically shared her opinions. I'm more worried about America and America first and America being taken care of. I'm not really invested in foreign wars, yada, yada, yada. She started asking a lot of questions about that. Ben Shapiro, and again, I understand Ben Shapiro has, from what I understand anyway, Ben Shapiro has family in Israel. He's very tied to Israel. I totally understand that. So he's very emotionally tied to this story. I get it. He's also very unhinged on Twitter. Very unhinged to the point. And I used to follow Ben Shapiro on Twitter. And I'm not making like, I'm not doing the, I'm announcing I'm unfollowing you, because I didn't really, I think this is the first time I've said it, but like, I had to unfollow Ben Shapiro. I just couldn't do it, dude. I was like, I just couldn't put up with all the nonsense that this dude was tweeting out, man. I don't care how bad things are in some foreign country. I don't want to see dead children on my timeline. I just don't want to see it. That's not what I want to see. And he's been lashing out at people. And he was asked about Candace Owens, who works for his company, and he had a lot of negative things to say about her, and like really stuff like called her disgraceful and all of these things. And it really, really blew up. And then she shared a Bible verse on Twitter, and Ben Shapiro quote tweeted it and said, if you think that your money, something to do with like, if you think you working for the Daily Wire is coming between you and God, please, by all means, Candace, quit. And people are like, what the hell, bro? And she ratioed him again on that one. Through all of that, there's been a lot of conversation. Well, Jeremy Boring, the CEO of Daily Wire, he tweeted this out. And I thought this was pretty good. I am currently on leave of absence from my executive duties at Daily Wire while overseas. In my current capacity, I cannot fire Candace Owens. That's something Ben and I have in common, since he is also not an executive in the company and cannot hire or fire people. But even if we could, we would not fire Candace because of another thing we have in common: a desire to not regulate the speech of our host, even when we disagree. Candace is paid to give her opinion, not mine or Ben's. Unless those opinions run afoul of the law or she violates the terms of her contract in some way, her job is secure and she is welcome at Daily Wire. That is a damn good response right there. That is a damn good response right there. I appreciate that. I didn't know where he was going with that when I first heard it, but yeah, I think that was a pretty damn good response from Jeremy Boring, and I'm happy that that was the response. I'm very happy that that was the response, because that's the response anybody that leads any company should be giving right there. That is a perfect fucking response. That's how you do it. That's how you start to regain trust, because the Daily Wire does not need to be a right-wing echo chamber. It needs to be something that represents as many wide range of opinions as humanly possible. And that right there, that was good. That was a really good response. So I was happy to see that. So nothing but love to, the Daily Wire and Jeremy Boring for that particular response. I still don't like Ben Shapiro. Swig of water for the working man. And yes, this is a Stanley right there. If you saw G&G Daily, you would know what that's about. But yeah, I asked Jay to quit every day, and he just never does. I mean, hell, look, at least I'm the one that's been fired from Friday Night Tights, right? So I'm free now. I'm free on Fridays, baby. Let's do a 5-6 hour CobraCast now, right? Let's do a 5-6 hour CobraCast on Fridays. I think we could do that, right? I've got the free time now. It's all good. Let's see. Alan Tanassi with a gifted membership. Let's go. But yeah, let's see here. All right, where are we at? Let me see. Oh no. Danny says, I got you in the quartering earlier today. My dad is Chris Benoit. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that, Danny. Yeah, Ben has lost his mind, no doubt. And I am TJ Ray on Rumble. So my supers are pretty much canceling each other out. Don't worry, man. It is all good. Your support. Listen, what makes me happy is like something today. Like we went live today with the quartering, and this to me is the best feeling in the world to me. Quartering actually was like, dude, your audience is very passionate. I don't have the biggest audience of anybody in this sphere, and I don't have to have the biggest audience. I have the most. I think we have. I'd say right now in this whole sphere, I'd say we probably have the second most passionate audience. Salty's probably number one, but the Snake Pit's number two. Okay, and there's a lot of carryover between those two, by the way. All right, but I would say Salty definitely has the most enthusiastic chat, but Snake Pit number two. I am being 1,000% sarcastic with the FNT bit, guys. It's just a running meme. Is basically no match for Tim. No. Absolutely a match for Tim. As a matter of fact, you want to see? Hang on. Let's see. Right here. If it'll work. Come on. All right, there we go. No match for Tim, you say, huh? Where's the last CobraCast at? And this is just YouTube, by the way, baby. Look at that. Oh, look who's number 6. Number 6. Hey, guess where Tim's at? Number 12. We doubled Timcast. Doubled Timcast, baby. All right. 1,600 to Timcast 875. All right. There we go. Also, hey, you want to go to Wednesday? Look who's number 3, baby. Look who's number 3. Where's Timcast? We beat Dr. Disrespect. We beat iShow Speed. We beat the Whatever Podcast. We were number 3 in the entire United States of America, baby. Okay. Timcast 15th, baby. So yes. But regardless of that, we're not talking about sheer numbers and all that. I'm just talking about enthusiasm. And obviously, Tim Pool has a massive audience. And again, this is what I said. It's not about the size of the audience. It's about the level of passion from within the audience you have. And I think Tim has the biggest audience of pretty much anybody. But most of them don't like Tim. They like Tim's show. They don't like Tim. They like Tim's show. And I think that's a kind of a compliment to Tim, to be honest with you. I think that's a massive compliment. But I think Salty Cracker has the most passionate fan base of anybody in this whole little sphere of YouTube that I'm in. I think it's Salty definitely has the most passionate fan base for sure. But yeah, when Quartering told me, when he was like, dude, he says, your audience is passionate as hell. I'm like, yes, they are. And I'm going to tell you, man, you can send me money. You can like my videos. You can comment on them. You can follow me on Twitter. You can retweet me. There is nothing that I find better than simply having another creator that is, the size of the Quarterings channel tell me that he sees the enthusiasm with our following. That is the best fucking feeling in the world. And that's a testament to all of you. But it was it was great. And he's not the only one. Like Critical Drinker said it. Other people have said it. It's super freaking cool, man. It is super freaking cool. Let's see. Dom H on Rumble just dropped a 50 and says, you want more people on Rumble, Doug B? Here I am. I'm going to drop a 50. Let's go. Holy crap. Whoa. Hayden Wayne for 50 on YouTube says, let's just watch all the released J6 footage together. We can just do that from here on and stream forever with the video at 2x speed and see what we find. Bust it all open. I've seen some things that loom fishy, and I've been looking for 10 minutes. Yeah, I haven't even looked through all of it yet. But let me see. Let me find that link right now from Benny Johnson. There's there's several other topics I got to get to. That's the problem. Because by the way, I guess there's more evidence with The Rock. By the way, I don't know if you saw my video that I did make on The Rock, but I also had a very viral tweet. Viral tweet for me, you know what I mean? But I basically quote tweeted Benny Johnson on that video of The Rock. And I do want to get to this topic, and I will get back to the J6 stuff here in just a second. So this is the video that Benny tweeted out, and it was basically, well, we'll listen to it. I know most of you have seen this story, but for those that have not seen this, let's watch this really quick.
When I was a kid, you could have a Republican friend. Like it was no big deal.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Like, oh, Bobby likes George Bush. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? You were a supporter of Bill Clinton. He liked George Bush. Nobody cared. Nobody fuck you. Yeah.
Well, Joe, when you were a kid, did you have the #1 show on TV actively refuse to interview the sitting president or a former president of the United States? Because that's what you've done, Joe. You've actively said that you will not platform Donald J. Trump. So you're part of the problem, Joe. So let's not act like you're just innocent in all this, because you fucking said point blank you did not want Trump on your show.
You know, it wasn't like you're a Nazi. Like I'm a Nazi. I just want lower taxes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
How did I become a Nazi?
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I have friends who support Trump. I have friends who support Biden. I have friends.
Do you really have friends who support Biden?
I do. Come on. No. Here's what I do. I have friends. Thank you. That's a good check, because that's important.
Yeah. Well, and again, so if you guys, the chat is screaming for Jay. Jay has a link, and Jay can pop in at any point in time if he wants. There you go.
It's important context.
They support the Democratic Party.
I have friends who are loyal to the party.
Yes. When I was a kid.
So the problem here is, and I quote tweeted this, okay? And I said, The Rock fully and publicly endorsed Biden and trashed Trump supporters. He's a spineless coward with no real opinions, okay? A spineless coward with no real opinions. And I stand by that. Now, my real issue here is that The Rock actively just ignores the fact that you backed Joe Biden. This wasn't like a minor little thing, all right? The Rock has probably 100 million followers on social media. Okay? He spent time talking to Kamala Harris. He spent time talking to Joe Biden. He did a big fucking meeting with them. He questioned them. He told them how decency and humanity returning to the White House is so important. And then he came out and he publicly, clearly backed and endorsed the Biden-Harris campaign for president of the United States. And then he wants to sit there and act like it never fucking happened. And I think that this is disgusting because, again, man, Joe Rogan's the best in the business. And I'm not here to try to nitpick Joe Rogan. He's better at what he does than I am. Okay? Whatever. Why didn't Joe Rogan say, like, bro, didn't you endorse him? Didn't you fucking endorse this guy? That's why I'll probably never be able to get guests. Like, didn't you endorse Joe Biden, bro? I mean, didn't you? Why are you acting like you don't know anybody that supports him? But you publicly endorsed this man to your hundreds of millions of followers. I don't buy anything The Rock is cooking, okay? I don't buy anything that The Rock is cooking. I think The Rock is a coward. I don't think he believes anything. I think he says whatever he can to basically he says whatever he can to stay within the good graces of the Hollywood peeps. So, a matter of fact, if I can find it, I don't know if I can find it. I know Valuetainment had a really good video that I actually disagreed with some of the points they were making about this topic. And it was about The Rock. And it was about these comments right here, if I can find it. Yeah, right here it is. So I there's a lot in here I actually disagree with. So let's listen to this really quick.
And they talked about president, hey, he says, a lot of people from both sides are asking me I should run for president, all this. Is this the part where he talks about running, or is this the part where he talks about Joe Biden friends, things like that? The second one? Go ahead and play the clip.
When I was a kid, you can have a Republican friend. Like it was no big deal.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Like, oh, Bobby likes George Bush. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? You.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard it.
I do. That's loyal to.
Remember that clip?
Yeah, with Trump.
Remember when he did calling out Trump?
Yeah.
6 years ago, 3 years ago?
No, it was during COVID, right?
3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. 3 years.
Where are you? And I'm like, he was wearing a black shirt or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, relax.
I don't know, man. You know what I think when I see this? By the way, good for him for going on Rogan. Fantastic. The right place he went.
By the way, didn't I just thought about this? That's right. Didn't The Rock throw Joe Rogan under the bus for the N-word bullshit? Didn't that happen? That's right, right? Let's see. Joe Rogan, The Rock. Didn't he throw him under the bus? Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Oh, fuck off with that. Right here. Dwayne Johnson appears to withdraw Joe Rogan's support after N-word video. What a fucking bitch this guy is, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah. What the hell, man? Get out of here. The Rock's a coward. Look who's here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest that's just arrived. Do you guys have any guesses as to who the special guest might be? Do you have any guesses? It's Drunk 3BO!
I didn't know I was that popular over these parts.
What's up, buddy?
I had the stream on, and I was like, you were like, the chat's confident. Jay's got the link. I was like, I don't ever pop in until I get invited. So,
dude,
sometimes Jeremy's he's flying solo, and I love it. I just have it on, and it's just
Jay.
Just let it ride.
The chat was going crazy.
I don't know why.
Doug B just dropped a proper 199 on Rumble and says, Jay, this 199 is for you.
Remind Jeremy.
Woo!
PayPal is open.
Crap.
Wow. Nah, I love it. Get Jeremy to number 1.
Jeez,
Get all these other people.
So, have you been following this thing about? I know you're a wrestling guy, so you know about the Rock story. So,
yeah, he's dumb.
He really is, man.
He's Hollywood himself, which is typical, and it doesn't matter because right now the public opinion of Joe Biden from even weirdos is starting to like take a dump. And the video that you just put, if you didn't watch it, please watch it on this channel about Rappaport. Is that his name?
Yep.
Retard.
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah,
Rappaport.
and so The Rock just blows with the wind, man.
Yeah.
He just blows with the wind, and so wherever the wind is blowing that month, that's where he'll go because he's Hollywood himself. He wants to be the guy that everybody likes. He'll never choose sides. He'll always when everybody was dumping on Joe Rogan, remember that? Like they were trying to get him canceled for saying bad words like 10 years ago and stuff. He jumped on the bandwagon.
Yep.
It's the same crap, man. It's just like it doesn't, the fact that he would even come out and be like, people have asked me to run for president. Have they?
Yeah.
Like, was it your next door neighbor? Like, come on, man. People ask me to run for president. I'm like, you sure that's what you want, pal? Like, come on. But it's kind of sad that anytime these people go to Hollywood, like it seems like someone gets a drill and screws in the middle of their brain and does something to them where it's just like they have no idea what's going on. They don't understand the culture. They don't understand the tone of the people or what's happening in their country. They live in a freaking bubble, and then they freak out when they're like, no, you can't support Biden anymore. We don't like him. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I got my friends are Trump supporters. Yeah.
Yep.
It's all good.
Absolutely.
And Joe Rogan's a good guy now. Like, okay, I'll go on his show. All right, we're all good.
It is kind of crazy that Joe Rogan actively said he wouldn't bring Trump on his show, but he let The Rock come back to his show after The Rock threw him under the bus. Pretty interesting right there. Again, I know Joe Rogan's the top dog, okay? And I have nothing against Joe Rogan. I'm also not a fan of Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan is a fence rider. I think he does a great job of leaning over the fence just enough to get people to think he's based and all this shit. And I think he's good at conversation. He's pretty smart, but he's a fence rider. He's an absolute fence rider.
I think that really pushed him over the base market was the whole, jab lockdown things. That was like, that's when he really when he took a turn, when the media came after him, that's when that whole base thing kind of came up. But other than that, yeah, hasn't really. He just when he goes after CNN, people kind of cheer him on a little bit more. But other than that, he just does a good interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's listen in a little more here.
When to do that. The Rock is one of these guys that you love his story. You want to love him. You want to love him. You want to support him. You want to be all there for him. But there's one challenge with The Rock. You know what the challenge is with The Rock? He wants the cake and he wants, what does that phrase go?
He wants everybody to like him. Absolutely. That's not it. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah. You can't do that today because, so the whole conversation with Kram Reza Pahlavi, when we're having a conversation yesterday, the whole conversation is about take a position. Do you want the job or do you not want the job? So imagine if your father is the king of Iran, okay? Do you know in an interview with CBS in 1976, you know who they consider the most powerful leader in the world? The most powerful man in the world?
His father?
Reza Shah Pahlavi, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi.
Wow.
By CBS, they said this to his face, you may be the most powerful man on earth, okay? You go from that, you're his son, you learn how to fly planes at 11 years old, okay? You're sharp, you're smart, you're eloquent, you're all that stuff. Everybody wants you to run for office. Everybody wants you to go back and go be this and go be the second coming of your dad and your grandfather and all this stuff. The question becomes what? Do you? Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he's got a different plan for himself, right? For me, with The Rock is, he wants to keep Hollywood happy and keep his Oprah Winfrey friends and all this stuff. But he knows deep down inside he's a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Rock is a Republican. Rock is not a liberal. Rock is not a Democrat.
See,
Rock is
I disagree. I think he's an absolute liberal. I think he's absolutely a liberal. And I've never got the hint. I've never picked up on the fact that I thought Rock was based at all.
No, I agree. I just blows with the wind.
Yes. Yeah, I do not think The Rock is Republican at all.
Center right guy. Rock is a pro-America, pro-military, pro-hard work, pro-do your thing, pro-protect your family, pro-mother, pro-father, pro-being a husband, pro-being a good father, pro-taking care of yourself, pro-being clean, pro-being organized. These are all qualities of center-right, responsibility, give back. He's all that. He's got all of that. But he knows if he comes out and says that, he loses 80% of people that he's doing movies with. And the way he was talking about running
that
for
makes you a
lot
sellout,
of my
huh?
friends on
Yeah.
both sides, it's kind of surreal. How did I go from being a regular guy to now people are asking me to run for office and all this stuff? It's very surreal. It's very surreal. No, it's not surreal, Rock. DJ, you got a couple 100 million followers, man. You're the most recognizable face on earth. I think he was 57% of people worldwide recognize his face.
Of course.
Minus like a couple countries. He's got the highest rating on people that one of the best smiles in the game, good-looking guy, comes prepared, showman, entertaining, likable. But brother, if you want to go in this space, you have to take a position. You do. Vanilla's not going to get you into the White House. So a lot of things that people were talking to him about, they're like, well, I don't know about that. 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 Right? It was like either he does or he doesn't want to give his opinions on it. To me, he doesn't give me the feeling of a guy that doesn't know about that. I get the vibes from Rock that he knows. He knows enough to have an opinion on it, and he's logical enough to take a position. But does he want to? That's the question. Because if he chooses to run and he runs as a Democrat, okay, do you really believe in the policies that they believe in? Do you really believe it? Or do you feel you want to do that? Because is the question between your camp, are you having these types of conversations with the people that are in your corner? Hey, guys, let me ask you, should I run as a Democrat or a Republican?
See, do you think The Rock will eventually run for president, Jay?
No,
And
because
not now, but like in the next 10 years.
I don't think he ever will. Because if you decide to run for political office, you will have to take. He just doesn't have like the stones to take the rocks that are going to be, excuse the pun, that are going to be thrown at him for running for political office. You see what Trump goes through like every single day with the media, with everything else. Even if you run as a Democrat, you're still going to get that, from a certain section, and your life's going to go through a microscope. And I don't think it's easy for him to sit back and just be like, yeah, people ask me to run and maybe I will one day. I just think he enjoys his comfortable life and doesn't want anything to come out of the closet or anything like that. So, I don't think that's why he won't run. He doesn't have the heart to do it. It's very difficult. It is very, very difficult. And you got to deal with a lot. Your family's got to deal with a lot. And you know how people are. They will comb through since the day you were born to find anything they could throw out, anything. Any little thing that he ever said, anything out, like they'll throw it out there, and he can't deal with that.
I mean, and I said in my video, I personally think that, and I get it, I do get it, I understand. I think that The Rock is just intimidated by Trump's physique of 6'3", 215 pounds. I think that he knows that he can't compete because Trump is just so stacked and built, on a level that Rock will never see that. And he's probably intimidated. And I understand that, Rock. I mean, no one is built like Trump. So it makes a lot of sense.
I agree.
6'3", 215, baby.
And if Trump wasn't, busy, building millions, he would have owned the Attitude Era in the WWE.
Damn right. Yeah, damn right he would have. Jenna Hughes says, I popped in just in time for a J rant. Love it. Hail the 199. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm thankful for this podcast. Keep on keeping it real. Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate you. That is awesome. Doug B. Holy Doug, how much have you dropped on Rumble tonight, bro? Doug B for 50 on Rumble.
Unbelievable.
Has Hey Rock grow a spine, and while you're at it, grow a pair. The only attribute you and The Rock share is that you're both 100%. A Rock share is that you're both 100% dense. Dude, Doug is on fire tonight. Holy crap. And now I got Hayden's because I knew he had 2 parts, so I was waiting to see for the second part to come in. Hayden Wayne for 20 says it appears the J6 footage is being released to the public in 10-minute clips that must be specifically requested. Then they are allowed to see them in a viewing room in D.C. Must not record the House. The House committee is publishing the footage previously released to the media on the website, then adding it to the up to 10-minute clips that are requested, and clips that they decide to populate to the website and not in D.C. No full access. It's a little weird. It's a little strange.
The whole thing is strange. The whole thing is stupid, and it's unbelievable that this is the only thing that they have to try to take down. Like, it's just one of the things that they're using to try to take down Trump. When if anybody with a peanut-sized brain can look at the video and see that this wasn't people with torches and pitchforks busting down the walls, setting the place on fire, where AOC had to hide under her desk, even though she was like 12 buildings away crying. It's like, give me a freaking break, man. And now they don't even, it's bad when they don't want to release the whole thing. They don't want the people to see exactly what's going on. But honestly, it's like, it's not that difficult to see.
No, it's not. It's not. But we're still getting there, though. We're getting there, and that's the most important thing, because the fact that we're even getting this release is huge. And I do think, like, between what we've seen with Owen Schroyer and others, I think it's only a matter of time before they're allowed to get out. Now, do they have a lawsuit? And again, that's a question I don't know the answer to. Can they take legal action in the fact that they were wrongly thrown in prison?
I think if the right person gets in office, yes. I think if the status quo stays the same, I bet it'll be laughed at and thrown out. And that's the problem. And the biggest issue that we have with this whole operation right here is the Republican Party. The Republican Party, who, like, there's only a few people that have any balls to do anything to stand up. I don't know why they do not stand up to some of the bull crap that the Democrats come and push them around like they're children. Like, they just literally bully them, and they tower. And like, I don't know why they're not. We do more harm to ourselves as conservatives. Like, you brought up the Daily Wire. I have very, very strong opinions, stronger than Jeremy's, about the Daily Wire, especially their Jeremy Boring. I cannot stand that dude. I think that dude showed his true colors as being an elite, that I'm better than you. Ben Shapiro does it all the time. I'm better than you. I'm better than the Bible. I'm going to say what I have to say. And it's like, all they do is infight. All they do is think that they're smarter than everybody else. They're smarter than Democrats, but yet they infight with each other, and we never get organized to do something great. And that's the biggest problem. They're doing it now with the election. Everybody's just like, oh, get on Ron DeSantis and, like, let's get his cowboy boots in there. It's crazy. It's crazy that we can't come together and, like, figure this stuff out while we're watching our country just literally being set on fire. These people are pouring the gasoline. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's just me. That's my opinion. I'm disgusted by it. I'm as a school teacher, I'm disgusted, like, what's happening with education and all this stuff. And these people just want to fight about what somebody said on social media. Like, give me a freaking break. Who cares? Quit being a girl. And sorry, I mean, you're not supposed to use those terms, but you know what I mean. Like, quit being a baby and go out there and do something to help our country. Because if they don't, all the support that Daily Wire is going to get from people that have the money to send them $5, they're not going to have that money to send them $5 a month for the support. And then they're going to wonder what happened. It's because you let these people take over this country. Like, the internet bill was passed. Do you know that?
Yep.
How come our party didn't even, like, step up to do anything about it? I can't believe it. Well, I can't believe they just let this stuff pass, and they just like, yeah, it's not good, but we'll do something about it. It drives me nuts, man. It's like, I hate our.
That's why the people want you here.
I know, but it's like, I can only rant so much. It's just like, people got to get out and freaking vote and do something. And I just want the same thing I want for Lucasfilm and Marvel, a whole reset of a Republican Party. Like reset the whole thing. Get in younger people that have the energy to go in there and fight for like this country. And I guess I will give the leftist, I will give them like credit. They, as crazy as some of the laws and as crazy as some of the stuff that they push, they all stay together and do this. It's very rare that you see them fighting with one another, even if it's something that one of them doesn't agree with. They just come together and they shove this stuff through like office like it's nothing. And they freaking lie, they just freaking lie. And it's just like everybody just takes the lie and just goes with it. Listen, if people, sorry, man, I don't mean to go off, but if people freaking don't wake up and see that what Gavin Newsom did in California when the Chinese government showed up, I don't know what we can say on YouTube. How the heck did he freaking clean up the streets of San Francisco in 20 hours? Getting rid of the homeless, cleaning it, making it beautiful, and then putting up a ton of China flags, by the way. It's like, and yet for years as he was in office, like, well, we got problems over here. We can't really do it. We can't do it. It's Trump's fault. It's their fault. So we need to get it boggles the mind that people are that dumb and don't see what's going on. Sorry. It's just like, it's crazy to me to see this.
No, you're right. Everything you said is right. Hold on that because Jay Schwalbach dropped a proper 199 on Rumble. Holy crap, Rumble is destroying YouTube tonight. In life, there's length and girth. The 199 might not have the length total viewers, but damn it, we got the girth support. Dwayne, you can't handle the girth. Happy Thanksgiving, Jay.
Oh, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Whew. And Daramouth for 10 says for Jay, the Pirate King. Let's go Rumble.
We're trying.
Yes. Dom H says, stop saying sorry, Jay. I agree. Stop saying sorry. This was earlier, but Zazzy says, Doug B, super chat fighting himself. He's that much on fire. Respect, sir. Doug B is the bank, and then Doug B says, Zazzy, I just love me some G&G. Look at that, man. Look at that.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and this was earlier about the footage, but Russ says that, let's be real, 99% of the footage is probably empty corridors with literally nothing happening for hours on end. That is true. That is true. Mo Zamboni says, I thought it was Mo Zamboni. Mo Zamboni's got the same one. Get Woke, Go Broke says, Jeremy, please tell Jay that the GOP and the Democrats don't like Donald Trump. They are the uniparty. The rhinos have taken over the GOP. Yes.
I couldn't agree more. I think that's what I was saying. Like, I couldn't agree more.
And I pulled this up because, again, I just think it's always important to bring this up and remind everybody of this moment because this is still one of my favorite moments of all time.
I have been very, very direct with Secretary Stoltenberg and members of the alliance in saying that NATO members must finally contribute their fair share and meet their financial obligations. But 23 of the 28 member nations are still not paying what they should be paying and what they are supposed to be paying for their defense. This is not fair to the people and taxpayers of the United States. And many of these nations owe massive amounts of money from past years and not paying in those past years. Over the last 8 years, the United States spent more on defense than all other NATO countries combined. If all NATO members had spent just 2% of their GDP on defense last year, we would have had another $119 billion for our collective defense and for the financing of additional NATO reserves.
It's funny, but it's so disgusting.
It's disgusting because why they hate him. That's why they hate him.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. It's funny. Like, we could laugh because no other leader has the cojones to look at the other world leaders and say, pay up.
Yeah.
Pay up, buddy. Like, what are you doing? You know, and just go on record and saying that. It's like this. Oh, man. We don't even have roads like that are. Can we just get our roads fixed? we go to playgrounds and stuff, and they're all busted up, and it's like that's not what America is, man. That's not what America is. We take all that money and invest it in like a super bullet train system in here, where if I wanted to go to New York, it's like be there in 30 minutes and then come back and just like there's so many things we could be having in this country, but it's like we decide to give it away. It's freaking aggravating. And now we're in a place now where freaking people can't buy homes. People like they just released now that if you make less than $120,000 a year, then you can't live like you probably can't purchase a home, a new car, and live without going into debt. You know, other than a mortgage and a car payment, things like that. It's like that's what you need to live in America. That's crazy talk. No one would ever like say that years ago, and it's like, oh my God, man.
I know.
It's crazy. It's like, what is happening here?
Hayden says, I'll post a link to download the full policy in the CobraCast Discord. It's only a page and a half, but I think it's important people know how it works. Bring in somebody who can read it and go, what the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? Bring in somebody to read. You taking a shot at me and Jay? Go over these bullet points. It's shady. So he says, me and you can't read, Jay.
That's all right.
It's okay. You can send me $20 and say I can't read it.
Jay, it's been that way for 20 years. I know it's been that way for 20 years. Why can't we freaking do something about it?
We
it's
did,
like,
though.
what the freak, man?
We did do something about it.
We were on our way. We were on our way, and they freaking I don't want to get too deep, but you know what they did.
Yes. Trump actually commented on it tonight at Mar-a-Lago. So maybe that's a Rumble exclusive. Electrify says 3PO. There's no money in curing homelessness, only virtue signaling. They are getting paid $150,000 a year and giving them drugs and tents. Why would they solve a problem they get paid for?
No, I agree. It's all backwards. It's all backwards.
Yeah.
It freaking makes no sense to me. And that my money goes to stuff like that. We vote people in office to let them know, like, I don't want my money to go here, but it goes there anyway. It's just how it is. So it's gosh, man. And you think about people that are doing worse than us in this country that just want to live a normal life, that just want to wake up and have a cup of coffee and maybe go on a trip every now and then and just smile and look at their kids and all that stuff. And it's like, you can't. We're at this place where it just doesn't work like that for many people. It's so backwards. I just don't get it.
Cuddy says, "Are y'all sick of winning yet? Onwards and upwards, boys and girls. Let's kick ass. Let's have some fun. Take it all back and make America great again." Much love from Jackson.
Hey, Florida man.
Beach. Let's go. Today has been a massive. Today was a huge. There was a lot of momentums. And Calhoun, look at that. Look at Calhoun.
I'll tell you what, man, if that trial is like live, you better be you better be streaming it, Jeremy.
Jeremy sucks on FNT but kills it here. Haha. The panel, like when there's just
they say the same thing about me.
When there's I've always said I'm not panel streams are not my cup of tea. Mainly because and Salty even said the same thing to me about it. He's like, when there's too many people on there, like I don't feel comfortable going on a big rant or going on a big monologue when there's like fucking 8 people in the panel.
I always heard like the rule, like if you're gonna say something, if there's 8 people on the panel, you literally have to do it in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Like I'm good at hosting Tuesday Nights, so I can throw it around, but like being a panelist on a big panel, never been my strong suit. But Friday Night Tights is amazing. We had a record show tonight for 18,700 tonight.
Fantastic.
What is up with that? All right, we've got now. Me and Jay are we playing Fortnite tonight afterwards?
Better.
So it's me, Jay.
Better, man. I got to get back on Kick. Haven't been on there all week.
And Krista probably. So we'll have a good crew for that. Let's see here. Where are we at? Dom H with those 20. Thank you. WD40 says Shapiro doesn't want Trump because Trump is better for U.S. than Israel, and he doesn't want peace in the Middle East because he wants Israel domination. Yeah, and that's it. That is it. That because that's been my big rant about this whole thing. And it's like, again, whatever's important to you, I'm happy. You have, Ben Shapiro's passionate about this Israel situation. I understand that and I respect that. If that is the most important issue in the world to you, then why aren't you a bigger supporter of President Trump, who gave you historic peace and kept that area safe? Yeah, because it's not really about that. And I think WD-40 is onto something. So that's what pisses me off. It's like Trump gave you the very thing that you claim you wanted, and yet you jump ship and you're supporting DeSantis. Pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. Let's see. Look at that. That was earlier. I still can't believe that happened, Jay. Can you believe this?
That's all I have, but I know where it's going, and that's where it needs to go.
That's all I have. Mo Zamboni, I saw this. Well, since I'm on your mind, Jeremy, here I am. Keep spitting the truth. I have been fighting back for 4 years, much to the detriment of my career in that time. Worth it, though. Hail the 199.
Hey, what's up, Mo?
Thank you, brother.
Mo
Yeah,
Z.
like I saw the font, and it just like, I thought Mo Zamboni for a minute because I was looking at the corner of my eye. I think about all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys make this thing happen. Like it's only possible because of you. So Calhoun, after I highlight his comments, becomes a member. Thank you.
One of the biggest problems is that most of these people, like, sadly, the biggest moneymaker for America is war. It's terrible, but these people can keep us in a war and keep us, producing weapons and all that stuff. It's big bucks, it's big bucks for the country. So
that is not true. CK win. You see there? He thought I wasn't going to see that. I made a video on Rumble about that, about war being a big business. It's all it is. It's a big business.
Massive.
And Trump affected their business. Chris Stallings for 20 says, Jay, keep bringing the fire, getting me all
Thanks,
amped
man.
up. Hell yes. Hell yes. So, okay. So you guys are asking, I see people are still asking about the emojis on Rumble. If you're a member, do you have 199 emojis over there on Rumble? Because you should. I mean, she showed me that they're in there, that she's added them, like they were already part of it. So if you're an actual monthly supporter over on Rumble, do you have the 199 emoji? Just curious about that. So we'll see here in a minute. And we got almost 300 people on Rumble right now, which is a record. So they're not there. Okay, I'm going to have her look into this again. So that's it, Doug. Okay, I will. We're gonna have to. Then there's something going on. She's done everything she's supposed to do from her perspective. So I'll have to see what's going on with that. But yeah, record crowd tonight. Again, big shout out to the Quartering. It was great being on his show today. That was really awesome. It was fun talking to him. The next big jobber says YouTube has the 199 with the little smirk emoji. Robert E. Lee says, D-Day Cobra, do you think there will be an election in 2024? Yes, I do.
Bull Bear says, Jay's talking live, Jeremy's talking emojis. See the difference?
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. Black Tailgate. I was waiting for you. Wait, Black Tailgate. The other one didn't come in yet, so I was waiting to read the other part. So I just want to wait because you put one of two. So Knights of Ben says, yo, 199 family. Our daughter came home from deployment yesterday.
Love to see it.
Hell yes. That is
awesome. Thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate that, and we're happy to hear that. All right, where are we at? Darth Racer. Jeremy, Ben has a video out where he strongly defends Trump against Dems, calling him a Yahtzee. He states that Trump is the most pro-Israel president in history. He then shows how pro-Hamas supporters are actual Nazis. That is true. So why the fuck was he supporting DeSantis, saying Trump was not fit for office? Also, Ben Shapiro says that Trump isn't presidential enough.
Blows with the wind, man.
Ben Shapiro says Trump is not presidential enough. The guy that goes on social media and tells his employee, maybe you should quit for quoting the Bible. But he's going to sit there and say Trump isn't presidential enough because of his mean tweets. Get the fuck out of here, Ben Shapiro. Get the hell out of here. And that's my whole point. Ben is like a fucking woman when it comes to Donald Trump. On one hand, he's like, I love Trump. He's the greatest. And then another hand, it's like, he's so mean. He's so arrogant. Man. And, but at his core, I think Ben Shapiro hates Donald Trump at his core. Absolutely hates him at his core. I don't know where that video is from back in like 2015 or 2016 where he's straight up calling Trump a misogynist and a racist. I covered it here on this channel. I have no idea.
They all said that bullcrap when he was running the first time, when like all these things were coming out about Trump, and they were like, yeah, there's no way this guy will ever win. So they all just jumped on the dog pile bandwagon, and it was just, yeah.
Yeah.
He still won.
He did.
Twice.
He still won, and they couldn't stop it. I'm looking. I don't have that many videos on this channel, so I should be able to find it. But it was like a video of Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
And he was basically, I'm trying to find it because I felt like I was going to get more heat for it because I'd never really criticized Ben Shapiro at that point in time.
I'm not a Daily Wire guy. I just think everybody over there is just like, they think they're better than everyone else. When Jeremy Boring had the nerve to come out and be like, I don't like that average people are getting a blue check mark on Twitter. It should be for people of status and people that are, it's like, what, because I have $8, I can't get a check mark. Like, because you don't think I'm better than you. And this is why we lose elections.
Yep.
Because you're not better than me. You might have more money than me. You might have more followers than me. It doesn't make you better than me. Sorry. It just doesn't. That just really, yeah, he never came back and was just like, said, yeah, maybe I should have worded it a little different. No, he just held it up there. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Jeremy Boring follows me on Twitter, so he's a big fan. So that was so funny. I was criticizing him, and I was on his Twitter. This was like 2 weeks ago.
People follow me that I don't hate me.
I was criticizing him, and I'm like giving him hell. And I went to his Twitter. I says, "What the fuck? Jeremy Boring follows me? What the fuck?" I had no idea. And then I continued to keep criticizing him. So, but yeah, they I can't find that video right now, but I'll have to hunt that video down. But yeah, Ben Shapiro calling Trump misogynistic and racist really pissed me off.
I mean, there are things that Ben Shapiro does well. Like when he goes to the colleges and he debates these weirdos, I don't, it's hard to find anyone better. And I'll give him that. When they come in with their like talks, it's like, there's no one better when he does that. But like, if that's just all he did for like to help the cause, then I'm good with that.
Hayden says, no, I love you guys, but y'all can't read. Here's to being number one on supers. Thank you, Hayden. All right, here's Black Tailgate.
We read that, okay, Hayden?
It's not public education. It's the parents. Some teachers are playing their part, but for the most part, the reality of it is kids end up acting like their parents and or their friends, not their teachers. Hot take for some, school choice is a grift by private schools. In Texas, public schools are open enrollment like public charter schools. Every time it's been up for a vote, school choice fails, especially in Red County.
I have so much to say on that.
Go for it.
I agree. Parents are not doing enough to keep some of these teachers from like early brainwashing some of these younger students. So yeah, I do agree with that. But it's also people vote in these school board members and stuff like that will allow this type of pornography. I might as well just say it, like that gets into the hands of first and second graders, and then they're allowed to teach gender ideology, stuff like that, to kindergarten, first and second, third graders. Yeah, parents need to step up and understand what is happening and what their kids are being taught so they could stop it, you know, and do something about it. But it's like every situation is different with parents. Like I dealt with parents that were working 2 jobs and they were just doing everything they can to get food on the table for their kids. And it's up to people with common sense to see what the education system is doing and what they're teaching to these young people. Because before, back in the 60s and 70s, they were teaching this stuff to college students. It was the colleges that were teaching this crazy, leftist idea. Now those people are teaching, and these people are becoming teachers to teach grade school kids the same stupidity stuff. And so it's just trickling down throughout the years. And then that's going to be the problem. I told Jeremy, like I've said this before, when we see someone, I'm trying to use the right words for YouTube. So when we see someone that feels that they are not the gender that they were born with, and people that are older say, that's ridiculous, you shouldn't think that way, you have to understand there's a whole group of younger people that have been taught this is normal. And if anyone that says it's not normal, they are terrible people. So they keep being taught this over and over and over and over and over and over again. So then when we come out and we push back on that and be like, no, that's not right. It's like, well, those are the terrible people that they told us about. So we don't want to listen to them. So it's a young generation that's growing up with this stuff like at such a young age where it's they have to go and relearn everything again. It's insane, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's like if we can get them when they're very little, then it's like they'll look at all of us that are saying that this is not right, and they'll say, oh yeah, those are the bad people right there. They're the terrible ones. So we don't want to listen to them. We got to get them out of there. And that's exactly what they're doing. So,
well, the culture is.
I know what it's called. It's just I'm being YouTube friendly, so forgive me if like some of the words. I see people in the chat are saying, "Jay, say this." Where it's like I respect Jeremy's channel.
Say it.
Yeah.
But the culture is important, and the culture is shifting, and it's slowly. It seems like it's slowly happening, but I think it's happening at a lot faster pace than a lot of people are aware of. And I just saw this. And someone just sent this to me. Have you seen this yet?
Oh yeah, Lil Pump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We want Trump. We want Trump. We want Trump. We want Trump.
Dude, things are changing right now, man. And right now, you are having a group of people that are a group of children, basically, that are being raised by the internet for the most part.
That's the thing. And see, and that's what, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but that's the point, is that these freaking weird freaks that are in the classroom are putting all their stuff on TikTok. That's why libs of TikTok exist. And if you watch what they post, they put it on TikTok because they know the young people watch that. They put all that stuff on TikTok, get millions of views, right, for their crazy ideology that they have. And that's the only reason. So then like the young people are like, oh yeah, this is it. And it's just it's a constant force that puts this all together that we're trying to fight.
Yep.
It's crazy to me to see.
Well, it's why they don't like the thing, like the rise of Andrew Tate, and for all of his flaws, that people can point to.
He sells Be a Real Man, and he makes millions of dollars. Imagine that.
Yes, exactly. And he has to me, I look at Andrew Tate as like he's almost like a professional wrestler on social media. You know what I mean? And it works. It works very well. And but that's the reason he was able to connect with so many people, is because there was a desire for people to find that type of person saying that, and that type of content saying that. And you're going to have an entire new generation of young men growing up being inspired by him and the things that he says.
And I want to clarify, Black Tailgate, I was not knocking your super chat whatsoever. I think you're absolutely agree with you that it is like parents need to step up and understand what's being taught to their kids. Because as when I was teaching in the classroom, half the parents were just like, did my kid behave? Yeah. All right, whatever. So it's like, that's it. So, so I agree. I don't want you to think that I was saying that your point didn't have any value, because it really did. So.
Yeah, Jay, don't talk bad about our super chatters, please.
No, I wasn't talking about. I was just I was using his point to take it to another level of like.
I know
what's happening. So,
And we've got, I mean, there's just so much news today, man. It's crazy. There's so much to talk about. And whether it's, the J6 stuff, which ALX said that they released all 44,000 hours of footage, but apparently that's not what happened.
be.
So I'm not sure yet. So I'm still looking into that. Hayden Wayne for 20 says the blue check joke was that just because you have a check mark doesn't mean ish. They never got that. Musk did. So he just said, okay, you should be authoritative if you have $8. Yeah, I mean, it's the blue check mark was never like, I personally, I didn't want one at first. I did want the perks of Twitter Blue. I just didn't want the check mark because of how the check mark had been basically utilized by the celebrities and all that. But now that I feel like the tide has shifted so much that it really doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, the meltdown was glorious from these people that thought they were better than all of us.
Yeah.
At the fact that we could get a check mark. And it came from the right, left, Hollywood, all of them. They all just were crying.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have that freaking check mark just because. Just freaking because these people were like, I can't stand like elitism and all that stuff. It's like, we're better than you because we make more money than you. It's just a constant, I hate it. So there's wonderful, amazing people that are doing so much good in this world, that are changing the lives of people, and yet they don't make $100,000 a year, and they're freaking amazing people. And I've met these people. I meet these people all the time, and it's like for people to even think because they've got a precious little check mark that they're better than everybody else. Man, stick your head in the toilet and flush it several times. That's all I have to say.
Piano Dean for 50.
Boom.
Says, what a day I've had. Yeesh. Walking into my house and asking to see my collection of baby teeth is like walking into Staples and asking to see the office supplies. You'll need to be more specific or we're going to be here all day. Piano Dean's kind of like Jay Schwalbach. Sometimes you don't know what the hell he's talking about, and I'm okay with that. Elsid Barrett for 20 says, we are not the many, but we are fortunate. But we fortunate few show up on time whenever asked. Stay till the end and fight like hell the whole way. We are the 199. I'm proud to be here with all of you. Look at there, man. That's awesome.
I love it.
That is awesome. Appreciate that. All right. I've got a few super chats to get to still. And I see Rumble is over 300. Record Rumble stream for CobraCast. Record Rumble stream, Jay. Can you believe that? Are you happy?
I think that's fantastic, man.
Metal Slave becomes a new member. Thank you. Bill Leslie says, winning. Fantastic. Mr. Knox says, love hearing all these dubs that Trump is getting. MAGA, hail, and good day. Scanning in 199. Let's get the ball rolling. Hell yes. Hell yes. And look who just showed up to the chat. Legalize adulthood for 50. Heading out to karaoke and then on a trip for Thanksgiving. Trump 2024 all the way.
So I gotta dip out. I actually have some G&G business. I've got to call Lethal Lightning. So it's all good stuff. But I will be. I don't know when we're playing. What, at 11:30?
Yeah, about an hour from now.
Well, if you're still going and the chat still wants me when I'm done, I'll pop back on.
Okay.
So we'll go from there. Good.
Okay.
Chat, I love you. Best chat on the internet right here. Always get Jeremy the number one. All right.
See you, Jay. Go follow Drunk 3PO on Kick. That's where he'll be streaming a little bit later tonight. So we appreciate Jay. Always great to have him on. And look, the chat made that happen. What other show is just going to listen to the chat as much as this one? Well, only us, because the chat is the MVP, as always. Will Smith's pinky toe. Good Lord. God. Trump just told Colorado to go fuck themselves. Absolutely. Fat. Black tailgate. Damn it. He just left. Many parents agree. 50, by the way. Many parents agree with those TikTok teachers. We can't keep phones out of the classrooms because parents. Some schools do have students turn in phones at the start of the day, but it's based on parents' reaction. Also, private gets paid less than public. Yeah, I mean, I don't talk about my stuff too much, but like obviously, I as a parent had my kid in a private schools for the most part, and then gave her the option if she wanted to go to public school later on as she got older. And I think it worked out really good. I was really it was just a matter of like letting her work into the type of person she wanted to become. I don't force my beliefs on my kid. I try to teach my kid to the best of my ability, but I don't try to force anything onto her. And I think it's worked out pretty good. So, but let's see. Yoda, is it Pyomni says Trump will be president in 2024. He will prove the election was rigged and be in office for another 8 years. Just wait. Hey, I don't know. We'll see. That would be great if that turned out to be the deal. All right. Krista's in the chat on Rumble. They really want these 199 emojis, Krista. And I know that you showed me that they were there. I want you to try to look into that a little more. Doug B has been dropping bombs all night. She did show me the emojis that were available, but the members showed me the only emojis they can use, Krista. So just look into it. You may not be able to get it fixed tonight, but just see what you can do over there, Krista. All right. Where are we at? Let me go back here up top. You guys have been insane tonight. I really appreciate it. Gerald Armstrong says that Michael Rappaport video was hilarious. Christian Rocker says, I heard Trump taught Saban everything he knows. Roll Tide, roll. The Buzz CJC says, Jeremy, the right-wing Avengers t-shirt. That actually is a good idea. Although someone corrected it and said, I think it should be the American Avengers, which I think is a damn good idea. The American Avengers is a damn good way to go. Tyler says, just wanted to say thank you to Hayden, Wayne, Alec Baldwin's Finger, Vic Whiplash, Willie Will, and many others for the gifted memberships for the past 8 months. Thank you. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's some big time names right there, man. We have an amazing group here for sure, man. So thank you guys. And Tyler, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Let me see. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you. Gold Nuggets. I want to be able to super. I won't be able to super for a bit to say I am scared for my operation, but MAGA and chat strong. I made a Trump wrestler in WWE 2K. Golden Nuggets, brother. Just take care of yourself. Get back in here and get back in the chat as soon as you can, man. That's all we care about, brother. That's all we care about. Let's see here. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier gifted a membership. Thank you. Dom H with those 20. Thank you. Got that one. Boom, boom, boom. Sunnyman says that is some BS. If I could not vote for the best president again in Colorado, glad they lost. Don't tell me who I can't vote for. Hail the 199. Absolutely. Guava Ball says, Jeremy, please tell us you're going to play the new Alex Jones video game, MAGA 199. Yes, I'm going to try potentially on Sunday to do that. Again, gaming streams are all happening on Geeks and Gamers Play. All right. So make sure you're subscribed to Geeks and Gamers Play. That's where I'll be streaming Fortnite tonight. And we're doing, Krista's doing Mario RPG tomorrow night. And then I try to do the Alex Jones video game this weekend as well. The Alex Jones video game looks amazing. It looks amazing. Electrify says, let's see, you looking up Polly Perrette nudes? Hail NCIS. Was that like an ad or something that showed up? I don't know who that is. I don't watch NCIS. Let's see. Troy New says Trump Tucker 2024. Trump's leftist cunts. Mike Hill says, will you be crying? Let's see. Will you be crying yourself to sleep if Madonna and Taylor Swift leave the country? Bro, I will help them. I will help raise money to help them move out if that's what they want. 1000%. I know there's reports are out there about like, the whole, them, it was Taylor Swift and a couple other people basically were like, that they would leave if Trump wins or something like that. And I'm like, please leave. Please get the fuck out right now. We will help you. We will help you leave. Okay. We would love to help you leave this country if you hate it so much. I know you guys are asking for it and I'm looking for it. Give me just a second. Let me just a second. The Alex Jones video game. We're going to watch the trailer if I can find it. Yep, here it is. All right. Here's the Alex Jones video game right here. Holy crap. Here we go. Here we go.
First came Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Super Mario Brothers. And now the ultimate retro nostalgia throwback game. I present to the world Alex Jones's New World Order Wars. They're turning the friggin' thugs game. I'll eat your ass, you Nazi scum. Let's free the Patriots and defeat the globalist tech geeks.
We are going to defeat the globalists very bigly.
This game is mostly peaceful.
Woo!
I'm going to lower the world's population. Oh, big deal. I'm taking you down, rapist.
I did not have sexual relations with that saxophone.
Download it now at AlexJonesGame.com because, as we all know, anything badass gets censored.
Hell yes. Look at there.
First came
Alex
Pac-Man.
freaking Jones. That's what's up right there. You gotta love it, man. How can you not love this man? How can you not love this man? Alex freaking Jones. Love it. Okay, so yeah, I will do my best. I will do my best to try and play that game if I can. We will see. Marlon Sebo dropped 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Let's see. There's the Torben with 5. You guys have been crazy tonight. You guys have been insane. Holy crap. So I'm sure we can drop links for it as well. So if you guys want to go check out I'm sure we can drop links to Alex Jones. You can find Eric K and Cam Man probably will have links. So please go check that out. Let's see here. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Russ Williams says, hi, Jeremy. I hear you and Quartering gave some advice to Danny Benoit today over which retro games to play with his dad. Is that what see? I didn't hear the name. So that is hilarious. I did not hear that. That is fantastic. If that's what happened. Oh man, I did not know that. Okay, that is funny as fuck. Can somebody find that clip for me? Can somebody find that clip? I did not know that that's what happened. That's fantastic. All right, we got that. We got that. Snake Pit wants Jay. Of course, the Snake Pit wants Jay, as always, and they got him. Oracle of Doom says, I was planning to hold a damn sign if necessary for the MAGA King, but my great state of Colorado came to its senses. Hail, Cobra Commander. Sorry, I had hiccups. And the 199. Hell yes. Let's go. That's funny if we got trolled on that one. I'll have to go back and check that one out. Boomy says, get Jay on to explain the Israel-Palestine conflict. Brody becomes a new member. Thank you. There it is. Okay. That's what you were saying. I got you in the Quartering earlier today. My dad is Chris Benoit. Okay, that's what you meant. The Benoit trolling continues. That is phenomenal. Holy crap. That's awesome. Shout out. All right. That's good. Dom H dropped 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Yeah, I need to hear that clip now. I need to hear that clip. Lord Botha says Ben is letting his feelings cloud the facts. Damn right. Let's see. Torben says, had a picture of Green Cobra in the 80s. It glowed in the night because it had to be fancy back then. You can never have enough Green Cobras. Thank you, Torben. Alan Tanasi gifting a D-Day Cobra membership. Bradley Scott, member for 7 months. Ackle P2, looking forward to the NWO Wars playthrough on G&G Play. And I will say, I'm going to try, like, I got to look and monitor and see how this is going on YouTube. It may have to be a Rumble Kick deal. I'm not sure yet, okay? I'm not sure. Again, you got to keep that in mind. Gerald Armstrong says, quartering can get sticks to interview. You need to step it up, Jeremy. I've never tried, like, I don't do the interview stuff. Like, maybe CobraCast will evolve into that one day, but it's not really ever been my strong suit. You know what I mean? I guess when I say my strong suit, I think I've done a fair share of interviews, but it's just never been my focus, I guess I should say. You know what I mean? Bodie says, just subbed. Thanks for the amazing content. Hail Maticus Finch for bringing me aboard. All hail the 199. Absolutely. That's awesome. Lookner beat Tim in donations. Lookner streams for like, sometimes Lookner streams for like 10 fucking hours. And he loves that Israel-Palestine conflict, boy. He loves to grift off of that one. TJ says, I love Salty and watch all his streams, but if you're live, I'm here and will watch Salty's stream after yours. Well, I appreciate it. I would never ask anybody to choose between me, and I know that that's going to happen at times where you're going to have to choose between different creators. But I love Salty Cracker. I love, everybody involved with this. And I think the internet's big enough for all of us for sure. But I do appreciate that, TJ. That means a lot, man. That really does. Ed Bourne says, 6 hours, please, mate. I just started working on a car, so I need prolonged entertainment. As gaming and ranting about ladyboys isn't garage suitable, hail all. 199 is strong in the land of Australia. Hey, man, that is awesome. I appreciate that. And Ed dropped 5 gifted memberships. Woo! Holy crap. Yeah, I've got to do the gaming stream, so that is going to happen. I'm sorry, Ed. I appreciate that. I hope that maybe you're entertained enough to watch the gaming stream. Maybe. But good luck on the work, brother. Torben with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Torben. Celluloid Dream says, Jay is gay. Wow, not me? Not me today? Well, that's shocking. Hayden Wayne, Golden Nuggets, our thoughts and prayers are with you, bro. We will be waiting to hear back from you afterwards, but take your time, recover. We are all with you, man. Much love from all of us. Hail Golden Nuggets. Hell yes, man. That is awesome, Hayden. Thank you, Hayden. I love the support everybody has here. I feel obligated to talk to you guys about it. It's not really something that I want to bring up or dwell on too much. But obviously, in one of the more recent CobraCasts, we had, Super Chat was sent in. And I think he may be watching now, Drunken Sailor. But I just want to give him a shout out and hope he's doing well. Talked to him several times now. We've had some really good conversations. And got him connected with some people that I think can help out. So if he's watching, shout out to you, brother, if I see you in the chat. But we appreciate him, man. So think things are going good for him, moving in the right direction, hopefully. So Dom H with 5 gifted memberships. Hell yes. Troy News says, I was I was on a site which showed a detailed look at the Milky Way galaxy. I found the Earth and the description read, here is where you pay taxes to satanic cannibalistic pedophiles. Science. Yeesh. What the hell? Is he in the chat? Hey, he's in the chat, man. Look at that. That's what's up right there. Where we at? Look at there. Our boy is in the chat, man. That is awesome. Hell yeah. Hail to the drunken sailor. That's great. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service. That is awesome. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And thanks to the chat for being so awesome. MF says Trump was fined $250 million today by that POS judge in New York. What? I haven't heard that one. I have to look into that one. Mike Hill says, did you check out the announcement trailer for the remastered version of Last of Us 2? I heard about it. I didn't check it out. I wasn't overly interested in it, if I'm being honest. I wonder how much Jed hates me right now because I am not keeping up with the list. Jed, how much do you hate me right now?
Oh, I didn't realize you knew I was here.
Yeah. Sorry. He's mad at me. How mad at me are you right now?
I mean, there's I think it's more for the chat. There's a lot that are still unread from before the stream and stuff like that, so they're all there waiting for you when you're ready.
Yeah. Give me just a minute. Say hello to the chat real quick. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'm here, but say hello, Chad. Say hello.
How is everyone in the snake pit doing this evening? Looks like we just hit 1,000 likes, so sexy back end time is not far off. Jeremy's gonna have to catch up on super chats before we get to that point, I'm guessing, because there is a lot on the back end. There is quite a few. It's a very sexy back end because based on my count, Rumble is at $1,177. That is crushing YouTube right now. It's not even close.
Hey, how much now? How much?
Rumble, $1,177.
What?
Because what's his bucket? Doug B dropped like 4 199s, proper 199s.
Holy crap. I mean, honestly, it's a lot closer than I thought then. It's actually a lot closer. YouTube did catch up, but geez. Well, appreciate you, Jed. All right. So Jed is good people. We like Jed sometimes, not all the time, but what do you think? Sometimes, Jed?
Yeah, you can't win all the time.
That's true. Oh, look at Jed. He says Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah, the chat was asking me. Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. You take Christmas out of it, it's not Die Hard anymore. It's fine if it's not your movie. Like, Jeremy, your take didn't bother me at all on Tuesday night's main event. What Tom said on Twitter, that's what set the fire.
Yeah, Tom made it worse.
Tom made it so much worse.
I mean, he kind of always does, though.
That's true.
Let's see. I mean, let's just poll the chat and see what they say. Let's see how bad I'm gonna get crushed. Well, if I could fucking spell. Spelling is pretty important, right? Would you agree?
I mean, as long as you get your point across.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? There you go, YouTube chat. If they had polls over there on Rumble, I'd put one over there. So let's see how bad I lose. I personally, I think if you think it's a Christmas movie, that's fine. I don't consider it a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that takes fine. It was really just Tom that bothered me.
I mean, Die Hard was so all of my favorite Christmas movies are Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Jingle All the Way, Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Muppets Christmas Carol. Do you know what they all have in common? They were all released during Christmas. Do you know when Die Hard was released?
July, I believe.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the original intended release date. But yeah, I don't think release date's that important. If Home Alone counts as a Christmas movie, I think Die Hard does, because there's a lot of Christmas values in Die Hard, like reconciliation, bringing families together, the story with the cop, I can't remember his name, the black cop, in relationship to John McClane. There's a lot of fundamental Christmas values in it, Christmas spirit, and none of the movie happens if John isn't trying to reconcile with his wife for Christmas. Christmas plays an integral part, and even in What's His Bucket, Hans Gruber's plans, it relies on Christmas. Hans Gruber could not have tried to attack the building if it hadn't been Christmas. It had a vulnerability because of Christmas. So, a release date, yeah, there's some Christmas movies that come out on Christmas, some that don't. But I don't think that one way or another should be a determining factor.
Well, I think so. Like, how many Christmas songs are in Die
The
Hard?
chat. Oh, there's a lot. The chat saying
But-
Home Alone was released in July.
Home Alone was not released in July. Let's see here. Home Alone release date.
Okay, yeah, it's November. I don't know what the chat was saying.
Yeah, Home Alone release date was November 16th.
That's not
Home Alone
Christmas.
premiered in. I mean, it's in preparation for Christmas. You want to release.
Right, but
you want to release something in preparation for Christmas. So that's the holiday. You know, like
if that was a defining factor, then the new Hunger Games movie would fit because it's after the 16th. Or
well, it's not a defining factor, but obviously it shows the intent behind, like the messaging behind it. If it's truly a Christmas movie and meant to be a Christmas movie, you would release it during Christmas time to capture that because you want to maximize everything that's centered around the movie. So I think Die Hard is an all-time great action movie with Christmas as a backdrop, but that's not what defines the movie for me. The thing that defines the movie for me is the great action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No, and it's fine to be up for personal preference, and definitions are a difficult thing, especially when it's something as nebulous as the Christmas spirit. But people making definitive statements that it can't be a Christmas movie for anyone is where I have a problem. Same thing with like Nightmare Before Christmas. When was that released? Which one does that count as? It's nebulous per person.
Yeah. And so for me, I like, I don't care if you think like you can literally, like some of the Harry Potter movies feel like Christmas to me because they just have
Especially
a
the
Christmas
first
vibe.
two.
Absolutely. And
Chris
Columbus, who directed Home Alone 1 and 2, and you can feel the vibe of his directorial, you know, kind of ways in those movies. It feels like it's got Home Alone kind of vibes to it and stuff. But either way, you know, I know it's a very unpopular opinion. I was never prepared for the internet to side with me. And I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. So
we have the poll results.
Oh, 76 or 70, 75, I think 75%. Yes. So that's a lot. That's a lot. 75% said yes. But like, and this is a question I don't know. Did Die Hard have like specific Christmas songs written for it, or did it just use pre-made Christmas songs?
I think it's just pre-made. But
see, like Home Alone had Christmas songs specifically written by the greatest composer ever, John Williams. Specifically, Christmas songs from John Williams for the movie.
And that's not a defining factor either. There's plenty of Christmas movies that don't make their own Christmas music.
Oh, no, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, what it is a defining factor on is to say that you can change Home Alone, and it would like you could change it, and it's like, well, the entire premise of this is for Christmas. You don't bring John Williams in.
Is a Christmas movie? It has to be.
Yeah, you don't bring John Williams in to write Christmas music for a movie if it's not meant to be a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's see. A lot of people are saying I'm wrong. Remember what you're saying I'm wrong about. I'm saying that if you think it's a Christmas movie, that's okay. I don't. That's not me being wrong. That's me having an opinion. But I do feel that there's this thing about Die Hard where everybody that thinks it's a Christmas movie needs other people to validate it for them for some weird reason. And I don't really understand that. Like, I don't need anybody to think that Home Alone is anything other than, you know, my favorite movie, my favorite Christmas movie. I don't need other people to think it is. But the Die Hard is a Christmas movie crowd. They need you to validate their opinion for them. Because if you don't, they're personally attacked suddenly. And it's like, I don't really understand that.
All right. The chat's saying there was a song on the Die Hard soundtrack called Santa. So it was a Christmas song made for the movie. So it looks like there was one for Die Hard called Santa.
Let's look that one up. Santa. Let's see. Die Hard. Santa song. This show just got derailed. We're all talking about all this other stuff, and now Die Hard. This has been such a massive debate for like 15, 20 years now. Let's see here. So is it just like a 57 seconds on YouTube? Is that it?
I'm not sure. I'm just going off what the
looking it up,
chat
so.
said. There's a
There's
song called Christmas in Hollis on the soundtrack that's saying it's Die Hard. Let me look that one up. I haven't heard of that song before.
Yeah, let's see here. Somebody says Sinbad is awesome. Well, Sinbad is awesome, and he is in Jingle All the Way. We are over 2 hours. I still have plenty of super chats to read. So chat wins again. They destroy me 75%. Once again, proving that I run an echo chamber around here and that no one has their own opinion. Everyone just agrees. There's no debating here at G&G. There's no debating whatsoever. We all just have to have the same opinion. So the 75% of the chat crushing me on my own stream, proving that we are not a cult.
I should
So
call
is-
for
so is
you to
Arkham-
get fired, just like Ben Shapiro, because you don't think it's a Christmas movie.
That's right. Forgotten Man says, so it's Arkham City a Christmas video game? Yeah, because you've got like you got like Iron Man 3, you've got like yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know how I got pulled into this bullshit, but here we go again. I was simply just making a comment. Tom decides to clip it, then everybody starts quote tweeting it, and here we are. Gremlins is the best Christmas movie. Or Gremlins is the best Christmas movie. Is the best Christmas movie ever. Get the fuck out. That's what's up.
I hear a lot of debate on that one. It's nowhere near as vitriolic as the Die Hard debate, but a lot of people have strong feelings on whether or not that qualifies as Christmas.
Cancel Jeremy. We are an echo chamber. That's right. I haven't watched Gremlins in a long time. I feel, again, it's been a long time since I watched Gremlins, okay? But just on my memories of Gremlins, I feel like Gremlins would probably classify more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard for me. I'd have to it's been so long since I saw it, though. I mean, it has been a long time since I watched Gremlins. But I do have vivid memories of Christmas being a massively prominent part of that. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's see. Aunt Ryu says, what's up, Jeremy? Your boy, The Quartering, missed my super chat this morning. Since you're collecting old school gaming magazines, try and find Die Hard Game Fan. Game Fan is awesome. Best gaming mag back in the day. Hail chat in the 199. So I did read Game Fan. EGM was my go-to. EGM was my go-to for sure. That was my go-to. I loved Electronic Gaming Monthly, but yes, I love collecting old school. I love collecting old school video game magazines. It's like a time machine, dude. Let's see here. Hayden Wayne says, the Drunken Sailor. Hail, brother. We love you too, man. On Discord and other places, lots of us will be there to talk. Keep pushing on, man. Jason Baldini says Die Hard Game Fan was a Christmas magazine. William G says EGM was the greatest gaming magazine. Absolutely. Man, this whole thing. All right, let's get Jed back to work. All right, thanks, Jed. Appreciate you, brother. We got a lot coming in. Matt HTX just says Die Hard is objectively 100% a Christmas movie. What is that? Is this a link? Let's see. Oh, it's a link. You know what though? What about this? Hang on. Am I remembering this? Hang on. Let me bring Jed back in here for this. Am I remembering this one? Hang on. Let me see if now that I'm thinking of this. Are you here, Jed?
Yep, I'm here.
Am I remembering this? Let's see. I think I don't know if this is a joke or what, though. Let's see. Right here. Here we go.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie.
That's pretty good right there.
He's entitled to his opinions. He didn't write it.
That's pretty damn awesome right there. Hey, I got Bruce Willis on my side. Okay, so there you go. I got Bruce Willis on my side. I don't even know if that's real. I'm assuming that's real. Oh, that's good stuff. The freaking legend, man. He is a legend. Sad that he's kind of basically checked out on everything right now, man. But what a legend. What a legend. Let's see. You can't pull the dementia card. That was like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. So. All right. Thanks, Jed. Appreciate it, man. All right. Here we go. I think that was like a roast or something like that he was part of. Sinbad was in another movie where he played a genie. It was called Shazam. Doesn't matter if he says he never did it or there's little evidence. I watched it. Others did too. But the universe changed in 2012. Yeah, this was what is this called? What is this whole phenomenon called? Come on, somebody's can tell me. Shane Dawson did videos on it. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Is somebody in the chat? Mandela effect. Yes, the Mandela effect. Yes. Like there was like the thing with Kit Kats. Remember that one? Like the packaging for Kit Kat? Something like that, where there was like, what is it? Mandela effect. Let's see here. Because I think Shane Dawson had like a video on these, if I'm not mistaken. I'm never going to get through this stream, but that's okay. Is that it right there? Yeah, with the Kit Kat one, right? There's like something with the Kit Kats. I can't remember. I'm looking for the Mandela effect with Kit Kat bars, though. Kit Kat. There we go. Okay. All right, let's watch this. I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know what I'm pulling up. I've never seen this particular video, but let's see here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Get that.
I remember these commercials.
It's the one that started it all for me. My Mandela effect ground zero. Kit Kat no longer having a dash. This is our revised reality. I'm your host, videos on the Mandela effect. I paused and took it quite seriously. I'd be dismissed. But when the Kit Kat one came along, I paused and took it quite seriously. I have vivid memories as a child, not just visually with what appeared on the wrapper, but with the chocolate wafer sticks as well. I'd begin by intimately biting off the tasty top layers before consuming the rest, and as sure as hell always had a chocolatey dash between the words Kit and Cat right there in my face. I then had the common reaction I think many of us have in the beginning. I figured the guy who produced the video was simply being lazy and clearly didn't bother to conduct a proper search. I even grumbled at the screen that of course they don't have the dash anymore because they updated their logo a long time ago. Companies do that all the time. I thought, this dummy just doesn't know how to do basic research. When seeking out the old wrappers myself, I fully expected to readily find Kit Kat with a dash. Much to my surprise, the only times I did, they linked a post relating to the Mandela effect. I also checked as many old commercials as I could find, confirming indeed there officially was never a dash. My jaw was on the...
I remember a fucking dash, but this guy's way too boring. So we got to find somebody else because that guy is way too fucking boring. But I don't know. We'll do this another time. But I remember there being a dash. But according to, and this is the Mandela effect, but according to everything you could find, there was never a dash. All right, but I remember it. But that guy was way too fucking slow talking. Maybe I need, 2 times speed. I probably should have done that. But I remember the dash. You're boring, says Johnny Lightfoot. You're boring. That's something we have to do a deep dive on at some point in time. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Everything's a fucking Christmas movie now, apparently. Let's see. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, so is Lethal Weapon. That's something a lot of people have said too. Yeah, boring. All right. Alan Tenessa says, I'll drop a super because Jay is here and I love that hat he wears. Make a snake pit one. My goodness, you guys have been insane tonight. I am overwhelmed. Somebody before the stream started, and I don't know where it's at. Somebody sent a super chat before the stream started, and they basically said 3 hours or I'm a Biden supporter. Who said that? The Clapper of Cheeks says 3 hours tonight or you're a Biden supporter. And then Jared the American says the momentum is in our favor, but don't forget 2020. Absolutely. Troy News, the government doesn't solve problems. It subsides them. The welfare state is a formula of permanent poverty. The government is like a black hole. The more you feed it, the bigger it gets. Thomas S. Absolutely. All right. I'm finally using the sheet for the first time tonight. Jed wants to kill me. He wants to kill me. Doug B, this is before the stream started, says T minus 56 minutes and counting. I knew what Doug B had planned tonight when I saw that. All right. Kenny Curvecock says, did you see Alex Jones released a video game called NWO Wars? Looks hilarious. Absolutely. B Barrett says, here's a fake 199. Jordan is a ninja, says Jeremy is gay. Doug B says Speaker Mike Johnson's house is about to be raided by Gestapo. I mean the FBI. Doug B says Rogan is quite obviously afraid to support Trump publicly. Sponsors, maybe? I don't know, man. I think it's super gamer word, but hey, that's just what he does, man. Let him do his thing. TJ Ray says, figured I'll keep both Rumble and YouTube streams going, help out the algorithm a bit. Trump MAGA to save America. We must win for our children's sake. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Dougie B for 50 says, Dom H. Hell yeah, baby. The hype, man. The hype. I got that other one from Doug B right there. The proper 199. Vault 95 Survivor says, remember that times The Rock was promoting people taking jabs against their will and him also crying on TV in a super soy way over the Modelo virus? I do remember. Calhoun says, welcome to the snake pit. Minty for 20 says, thanks for getting my name right on the quartering stream today. Here's a 20 to balance the scales and keep up the fight. We got back from camping trip with some fellow vets today. Love it. And I appreciate seeing you guys like over there, you know, and when I saw that, I'm like, let me make sure he gets that right. Schwalbach for 20. I think DeSantis will throw the debate to Newsom and make him look good. He hates Trump that much. DeSantis would like Newsom now, then in 2028 if we're still a country. Not a bad theory, actually. Not a bad theory at all. Dara Mouse says, Jeremy, do you still have the video of Trump buying the kids? If you do, would you play it? The last time I played it, I think my stream got blocked. So it's somewhere on YouTube, but I can't play it because it's like NBC Universal or something, and I got blocked. So I cannot do that. Holy shit, there's a lot of super chats. All right, I've got 3 people on my team waiting for me. I can't go much longer. So do you know what we're going to have to do? Because there's so many super chats left, I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. Another CobraCast. I'm going to do another CobraCast tomorrow to catch up on the super chats. You guys cool with that? So you get another CobraCast on Saturday. Because I've got 3 people on the team waiting for me right now. I can't keep them waiting anymore. I'm already almost 30 minutes over on my time. So tomorrow, CobraCast. All right, because we got a lot more to talk about. Okay. We got a lot more to talk about. So Lance Finn says, oh, that's better. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've got a busy day tomorrow. Too. I've got to do CobraCast. I've got to do a member stream because I missed my member stream the other day. And then Krista's got her gaming stream tomorrow. So Torben says, but, well, I do need sleep. Oh man, you guys are so damn funny. I love it. Let me see here. But yeah, I would like what time? Let me think about what time I want to try to set this up tomorrow. I'm thinking 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern. What do you guys think about that? 4 p.m. Eastern is probably what I think we will do. So post Cobra Cast stream. So I'm thinking 4 p.m. tomorrow is what we'll do. Set this up, and I'll give you guys the link because my peeps are waiting on me. And you don't want to make Kristanova mad. All right. That's definitely not what you definitely don't want to do that. So, all right. Link is made. Eric K. There's a couple more that came in. I know Hayden dropped a 20. Let me see what he said here. Oh my God. Sandstorm in the house. What's up, Sandstorm? Yeah, gifty for me. My car died last weekend, so I got to save to get another one. And by the way, Jeremy, what are the dates for G&G at MegaCon 2024? Hail the 199. We will be at MegaCon. This a 2-day event. I don't have the exact day that we're going to be there. We're going to shoot for Saturday, but I don't have the specifics yet. So we will be at MegaCon Orlando in February, though. Ripaverse will also be there. It's going to be a pretty big event. We're going to work on some extra stuff as well. So make sure you guys have that on your schedule if you're interested in coming and hanging out with us. It's going to be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing all of you. Hayden 75. Hayden Wayne. CERN turned on the Large Hadron Collider in 2012, and the Mandela effect started when Nelson Mandela died. People remember him dying in prison. Others remembered him getting out. My favorite conspiracy theory. I have kind of done a little bit of a deep dive into this stuff, like I was talking about with Shane Dawson stuff. And I've never watched Shane Dawson, but Krista Nova actually sent me those Shane Dawson videos, and they were actually fascinating. And I would love if G&G did more stuff like that, to be honest with you. Deep dives into kind of stuff like that. So again, man, there's so many things I want us to do, and we're working towards a lot of that, but it's going to take a lot of time. Let's see here. TJ says Bruce Willis was one of the all-time GOATs in our lifetime. It's a damn shame how he was exploited at the end. He will be missed. Absolutely. And before we go, Xanaximus dropped 3 $30 Streamlabs donations. Holy crap. So let's see here. We got 3 of them. Xanaximus for $90 total. Been seeing people freak out over Frogfish's name in Super Mario RPG being changed to Frog Sage, saying it's censored. But Frog Sage is more literal translation of the Japanese name. So which is it? Do you guys want the game to be as close to the original script as possible, or changes okay as long as it's part of nostalgia? Woosley was very liberal in his localizations back in the day and controversial. Some would say he improved upon the original game script, which to me sounds similar to woke localizer speak when they say they improve on an original script, trying to figure out where the bar is. It feels like more people jumping at shadows nowadays. Sorry for the rant. I'm just tired of it. I do understand that. And I do think that, no, my bad, Westward Smile. I know there's quite a few that I still haven't gotten to. But in terms of, listen, we as fans have been completely disrespected for a long time. And it's just ridiculous how much we've been disrespected. And so we as fans are really hypersensitive to anything that we see that we think is going to be a change or a bending of the knee. And I totally understand that. And there's been things that we've seen in the past that I felt like this is going to be woke. This is going to be a trash fire. And then you watch it and you're like, it's actually not. It's actually not. And other times something we thought was going to be good, and then we go watch it. So I get the overly sensitive side of things. And then you have a lot of people that don't know the history, and they just see that a change is being made and they're reacting to it. So it's a detailed situation that I think is many different perspectives are getting involved in it. You know what I mean? So, let me see. Let me get Westward Smile if I can find it. Let's see. Westward Smile. I hate the Republicans or reps or Republicans more. Yeah, more than the left. At least the left is honest about their hatred towards you. The Republicans are either too cowardly or too dishonest to stand for us. Well, I agree with that because, ultimately the Republicans are supposed to be the ones that have, our best interest in mind, and they are the ones that are actively running against everything and running interference and keeping Trump held back. Because if all Republicans would just fall in line and support Trump because that's what the people want, then we would not be in as bad of shape as that we are. But yet here we are. Look who's here. Nerdrotic says you're fired. See you next Friday. What's up, Gary? 18-7 tonight. 18,700 tonight. Friday Night Tights record continuing to crush it. Hell yes. Love it. So many people are on this fired thing. It's so funny. It's like at the bottom line is Friday Night Tights is the coolest thing I've ever been part of. And there's a lot of people that are jealous of the success of Friday Night Tights, and they're jealous that no amount of bullshit has ever torn down what we have at Friday Night Tights, and it's never going to. And it's the greatest thing going in any of our internet lives. F&T is king, and I am honored to be part of it. And Doug B, holy shit, Doug. Doug B just dropped another proper 199 on Rumble and said, okay, Jeremy, here is your segue to game time. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Old Renaissance nerd. I'll wait till I hit 199 months to call it a milestone. Couch. Hey, how about a high council reunion? I tend to not stream with people that hate my guts. That's kind of a policy of mine. So I tend to not stream with people that just constantly shit all over me. So I'll just keep doing my thing and not mentioning them. That's kind of my rule on it. But I'll be on Friday Night Tights next week. So there you go. Yeah, Doug is the man. Let's see here. But yeah, I left the High Council like 4 years ago, and clearly I've moved on, and clearly I've done well, and clearly I've got a great group of friends around me. And when I left the High Council, they could have taken it in many different directions. It honestly just died off and fell apart when I left. It didn't need to. I was just one piece to the puzzle, but it just died. And there's been a lot of revisionist history around that. That you can go look for yourself. I'm the one that left it, and I was told that I was making a mistake because my sports channel that I was leaving to focus on had like 2,000 subscribers at the time. Now that sports channel has 170,000 subscribers right now. G&G is over 700,000 subscribers collectively. And I'm part of Friday Night Tights, the coolest show on the internet. So I think I did pretty good for myself. So yeah. But it is what it is. You live and learn, and you move forward, and some people can't move on, and they feel like, jolted lovers. It's weird. It's like sometimes the ex-girlfriend just needs to move on, man. And sometimes she can't because, I guess it was just that good for them. All right. So we're going to shut this baby down, and we're going to start the gaming stream over on Geeks and Gamers Play. I'll do a square up tomorrow for this, but it'll also be, I'll probably do a full on CobraCast and do the square ups. You know what I mean? So I'll do, because there's more to talk about. There's a lot more to unpack with this J6 stuff and all the stuff going on. But guess what we have for you? Do you know who's here? Do you know who's here? Hey, look who's here, everybody. It's Jay Hellstorm. Hi, Jay Hellstorm. How are you, Jay Hellstorm?
Hello?
You got anything for us tonight, Jay Hellstorm?
I have to check. Hang on.
Jay Hailstorm is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is here. All right. Well, this 2 minutes. You got a 2-minute beard of shame, Hailstorm?
You gave me 6 hours, so I had to do something.
Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, CobraCast 199 is proud to present to you tonight's Beard of Shame.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
Where are you? Where is our leader?
President Biden took a trip off campus today to an ice cream parlor.
He just exited Jenny's Splendid Ice Creams in Washington at 2:25, emerged with 2 scoops of what appeared to be chocolate.
The president yesterday went out for ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Where are you? Where is our leader at this time? At this time when our country is down on its knees.
Going on extended vacations and sleep, sleep, sleep. That's what he wants to do. He wants to sleep and he wants to go to the beach and sleep. He thinks he looks good in a bathing suit. He doesn't.
Where are you? Where is our compassionate leader who's going to step up to our country, who's down on its knees and extend a hand and say, you stand up. Stand up with me. Stand up with me because I got you.
Vice President Biden and Senator Harris are the best choice to lead our country, and I am endorsing them to become president and vice president of our United States.
I have never publicly endorsed a presidential candidate or a vice presidential candidate in my life, over my career. So I figured let's kick this conversation off this way by me officially publicly endorsing you both to become president and vice president of our great country.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Well done, Jay Hailstorm. Well done indeed, my friend. Good job. Really happy for that one. And again, that's kind of the point behind just giving, a little more time. So good job, Hailstorm. Really well done. So, and yeah, why doesn't he make one of those where he's, why doesn't he make one of those about Joe Biden about where are you? Because he's too much of a fucking coward. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you all are having a great night. This has been a fantastic stream, and we still got Sexy back in. I think let me get Jed back in here. Jed.
Yo.
All right. Do you have totals for? Don't say anything yet, but do you have totals?
For Rumble, not for YouTube.
Okay. So, what is Rumble's total tonight?
Rumble is coming in with a very, very sexy $1,482.
Damn. Holy crap. Rumble. Oh my goodness. Rumble bringing it, son. And of course, it's time for the sexy back end on YouTube. And here it is. Boom. YouTube has $1,200 in chat revenue. But it's also got 117 new members. And 117 new members. What is that? That's five. It's like almost $600 in. Is that right? Is my math right? It's like $600, right? So
Well, yeah, something like that.
yeah,
500 to
so
600.
But with the cut, that means Rumble wins again. With the cut, Doug is holding down, but Doug ain't the only one. But Doug has held it down, bro. So Rumble, I think Rumble wins again. Rumble beats YouTube again. Holy crap! But either way, we all win because CobraCast wins and G&G wins, and that's all that really matters to me. Man, I feel like a broken record being so thankful, man. I don't know, man. I just I feel like a broken record because I'm always being like saying how thankful I am and how honored and how humbled I am. Like, you know, and all this does is helps grow G&G. I know everybody thinks like all this, oh, Jeremy's just getting all this money and living this lavish lifestyle. And it's like, it's all going back into growing G&G. You know, that's what it does. You know what I mean? Trust me, if I didn't grow G&G the way I did, and if I didn't have all the moving parts I had, then yes, all the money I've made over the past several years on YouTube, I would be living a much different life than I am now. But I'm still very much on a budget. I spend a lot of money. I reinvest a lot of this money. And my goal is to grow G&G to something special. And with your help, we're able to do that. So thank you so much. Holy shit. And with that, we're going to leave you with Sabaton. I thank Jay Hailstorm. I thank Jed. And then we're going to be live over on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel here in like 5 minutes. So I'll see you on Geeks and Gamers Play. I love you guys. Have a great night. I'll try to multi-stream to the G&G Rumble channel if I can. I'll try to do it. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone.
It's my time to rule at last. 15 years have I been waiting.
that doesn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will. A couple super chats that came in. Gabriel Knight says, let them run American Psycho. Gavin Newsom. The People's Pundit, Rich Bear says, Newsom polls worse than Slow Joe. There's no brakes on the Trump train. Absolutely MAGA, baby. Jedi Knight says, EBS doesn't hate you, just saying. I don't recall saying his name. So the fact that you thought that that's who I was talking about speaks volumes. I didn't even mention EVS's name. I tend to not mention EVS. EVS mentions me a lot. I do mention EVS in a positive way. I always mention, I'm glad Cyberfrog's doing great. Comicsgate's doing great. Got nothing negative to say whatsoever. But my name's always getting thrown around, and that's just an interesting dynamic there. Lover of Green says, hail to Jay Hailstorm and Eric K for keeping the Snake Pit strong. Plus, big ups for Hayden and Doug B for their continued support. 199 for life. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys. Rest of the super chats will be caught up tomorrow over on this channel for another CobraCast, full-on CobraCast. We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about J6. We got to talk about Trump. We got to talk about all the craziness going on, and we will. I'll see you over on the gaming stream. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a great night, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.